What do you say?
Oh, we got to put both names on here. Hey, guys, we are live.
What's he saying?
And it's wait a minute, I gotta turn off this video. There we go. Hopefully you guys can still hear us. I had to turn off the volume on my speaker here so it's not coming back on us. We're just kind of all subdued. Matt's halfway out of the shot there. But I'm here with Matt from Electric All Wheel. Can you guys hear us?
Scott.
Oh, yikes. You don't need to be that close, champ. I'm just looking at the chat already. Chaxologist was right out of the gate. So was Brad from Generation E-Bikes, Jeff Gabois. He's been actually waiting. And of course I can hear. Okay, for you. Well, this is going to be an interesting.
That's not Scott Hardesty. That's not.
I know, but I don't know. Like I can't.
Matt, another one.
I don't think it's no. I thought I.
How about Matt and Scott?
Let me see what I can edit here. No, that's the.
No, under control.
Look, I'm still new to this software, bro. Exit solo layout. No, there's only one camera.
Chaxologist, yes. Wait, I did for a while. One of my favorites was.
Hang on. The question. Do you install e-bike conversion kits on? Oh, I've had companies like offer like those to me, and I'm like, I don't own a single bike that's not.
The problem is it's not worth it anymore. It used to be worth it. Now it's not, because you can get a commoditized, brand e-bike with a good warranty, pre-built, ready to go. If you look hard enough, you can find one that pretty much fits the bill for way less than it would take to custom build.
So here's the question. What room are you in? This is actually my office at my house, not the studio. We're not in the studio. We're in my house, in my office. We have the mood lighting going. This Saturday night. Holla.
Don't listen to this man. Don't listen to him. He's a bit out there. Also, in case anybody was wondering, it's freaking cold here. It's so cold here. So cold.
Oh, he didn't get to ride. There was a question. Oop, not that question. This question. Matt, what do you think of my Magician Atlas?
He's got snow tires on it with studs, so right now it's not a good look for me to be trying to. Like, it was scratching the floor as I was just sitting on it.
Right.
It's not good for me.
The funny thing is I put studded tires on this thing, and I'm like, yes, I'm going to take it out. And I did. I had it at the cabin. It was like 12 degrees out. I'm at a single track, and I'm like, I'm gonna take this bike out. And the single track that I was at, there were some guys out there riding some fat tire bikes, but they only had 4-inch tires, and they were following each other's path. So I have 4.8-inch tires on it, and the entire time was like miserable. Like I'm trying to make my own lines, but I'm falling into theirs constantly, and then the back tire's spinning out, even though I have it on the lowest settings and all of that. So it was just like I just scrapped everything. I don't even think I made it a half a mile. I know that in Wisconsin, a buddy of mine, Steve Janiak, they have like a thing that's like 3 tires or 4 tires wide, and it just makes a great path through the snow. That would have been excellent for the Magician, but where I was at, it just wasn't working out. So, and now it's not snowing again. So I'm just like, what am I going to do here? I'm just kind of waiting for it to either make up its mind. I mean, I do have the 29 by 3-inch tires I can throw on it, but we're just not doing that yet.
Oh, Jim is calling you out from the live. Jim, that's the live video, right? It's like where he's just screaming at the lady in front of us. It's my claim.
Oh, I don't know. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
you
yeah.
did. You unleashed on that.
Yeah. No, I was like, hey, I think that's what that comment was about. That, you know what? That's the only short that I've had that has like millions of views on it.
No, dude,
But not through
you did
YouTube.
it on the live. Like,
oh yeah, when those when they were walking
across,
straight out.
Yeah, they just walked right in.
Yeah.
And then you gave them
Which is funny though.
It was a bunch of dudes too.
Yeah, I know, which is funny because they're like, "Oh, you'd never say
that.
that to a dude," and I'm like, "No, I wouldn't. I'm gonna say it to anybody that walks out in front of me." Yeah. And look, they stopped and they looked. They're like, I love the guys when they're like, "Oh, I would have clothes hangered him or something like that." Everybody just froze, like, "Oh, I'm wrong." Yeah. We didn't even look like they knew.
The problem with all this is he's first, right? But I come rolling through second. Like, oh, I've had enough of this. Like, I'm going to be the one to get the clothesline.
Oh, look at this. How do you feel about that? Jacksologist was able to ride in 10-degree flat weather for 30 minutes.
I'm impressed.
So tomorrow,
we'll talk about hurricanes and all the stuff. Be 90-degree, feels like 110. You can sweat just by breathing. It'll be great.
So today we did do some riding. Matt did the live this morning with the electric XP 2.0 Lite, where you added the second battery to it. And then so if you watched any part of the live yesterday, the Freedom, the bracket was making like a click, on the left-hand side. So we started off this morning by starting to take it apart, and then we realized that I didn't have the tools that we were missing. The bracket tool, I think, the bracket removal, bottom bracket removal tool. So I ordered it. It's going to be here tomorrow. So we started off by doing that, trying to figure out what the issue is going to be. So we're not going to be able to figure that out. And then tomorrow morning, you're going to do your normal assembly live, but he gets to do it with one of my bikes, so I don't have to assemble
What's
it.
What's that thing called?
The Tenables. The Tenables.
Is it Tenet or Tenville? I think it's Tenville.
It's Tenville. It's Tenables. Tenville.
Tenville.
Well, now I got to look it up because yeah. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows what it is. Tenvilles. Yeah.
Tenvilles e-bikes.
Yeah. So we're going to be putting one of those together tomorrow live. And I see he's going to, and then I'm going to go back to putting this cabinet. I think there's a lot of pieces for that thing.
Like that needs to be done before we get started. Nobody's going to care about like this unboxing in front of Chicago.
Will I review the Velotric Summit 2? I actually have it. So I do. I have a purple one. I have an issue with mine. So when you see all the reviews come out for it on launch day, I will not be able to partake in launch day. The funny thing is, so with these bikes, whether it be Aventon or even Magician or whatever, if the display will tell you when it needs a firmware update, I'm like, okay, no big deal. So I go to update the firmware, and you got to go in there, and there's a Connect app section, and it's like, scan this QR code. But when I opened up my display to that, my QR code was solid. It was just a solid white square. There's no QR code. So I cannot connect to the bike to update the firmware. Well, Velotric has to send me a whole new display. So that's what I'm waiting on. They said it's not even shipping out till next week. So my Summit 2 review is going to be late. And I'm kind of concerned because I head out on a 7-day cruise on the 13th of March. So, is there anything I can tell you guys about Aventon that's new? Yes. They have a full suspension mountain bike coming out. I probably spent 6 hours on the trail. They flew me down to Phoenix, Arizona. They came out with a new version of the Rambless. They call it the Rambless AEV. The funny thing is, everybody was just interested in the full suspension mountain bike. So everybody was just spending all day on those. And I just happened to look in the back of the trailer, and I'm like, you guys have the new Rambless here? Like, give me. Like, nobody else cared about that thing because it was a hardtail, because the Softail, the full suspension version, dude, it's so nice, guys. It is. Either way, so I grabbed the thing, and I put my first ride out on it. But that hardtail killed my shoulder from that. It was the worst trail. I'm not worst, they're just the roughest. What's this one?
Can you pull a picture for the Freedom? Pull the latest pictures of the Freedom. Can you show that?
You mean
picture? Like, can't you present a?
Well,
like,
I mean, I'm not prepared for that. Are you the one we just took?
You got a full display of like gadgetry. It's a goddamn space station in here.
Right. Well, doesn't mean I know how to operate
look at this thing.
Jeez,
like it's reflecting.
Is that what you want?
Face.
Is that what you want?
No, the one where the light can be seen. Not this slanted.
You didn't send me the one.
Picture. Like,
you didn't send me the one. That's your version. You didn't send it to me.
While he's figuring out how to work his computer like a senior citizen, yes, we talked to Steve Goldman, not about the Viper, but showing him the mods on his Freedom.
Which are like, don't show that one. Show me the one show me the photo that I have not sent you yet, Scott.
I did send it to you. I sent it to you earlier so you could make a thumbnail and you didn't put it on there because we did the other one.
Put them on a which
I'm gonna just hope that you said something very nice.
It was not nice.
Not nice. Can somebody run a translator for me?
Do not run a translator. That's the only Spanish I know is all bad words.
He's just being mean.
Look,
no reason.
Look, there you sent me this. Where's the other one?
Scroll down. Back up. What is that? There's a whole bunch of photos.
No, that was a whole bunch of photos from the ride. Not in there. Push-ups. Okay, so once again, I'm not wrong.
My deficiencies.
Yeah.
What is it I'm supposed to say right now?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was wrong.
I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Thank you. Thank you, good Steve.
I'm pretty sure I sent it to you because you did the thing. It's on here. It's on your desktop.
Did you airdrop it?
Yes.
Oh, that's a totally different thing.
I just want to hear.
Please hold. Oh, well, we don't know yet. We don't know.
Pretty sure.
We don't know.
You moved it into the situation.
I didn't move it anywhere.
Yes, you did, because you were moving.
It would have been over. It would have been over here.
You were trying to like mess with the backdrop, and you're like, "I'm gonna put up the porn light and have the red in the background." I'm like, "Just do these."
Dude, it's not there. It's on you. Look, it's like my second. It's like my second wife. It's not there.
Point of this conversation is we talked to Steve. Never got to the Viper.
We didn't. No, we didn't ask him about it.
Are we really being honest about the Viper though, or we're trying to like hype it? Like, what are we doing?
Look, I can't hype anything that I haven't written. I'm just saying.
So no. The answer is no update on Steve sending the Viper.
Matt, did you have any luck getting that pacemaker replacement?
On the way. Actually, saw a couple of throttles today in the assortment that this guy owns that I'm just like, oh, that would be it's suitable, but you want like a little bit of tweak. He actually has a pacemaker here.
I do.
And the rotation limits of it are.
Well, we're not sure yet. I think we need to put it on the Alpha and actually test it
and just see what's up.
Yeah, and see what's up.
All right, Brad. Got that gummit. You guys stop it.
It is sexy. The mood lighting. All right. Right. So see, look. I don't know Spanish whatsoever, so he probably knew what I was saying.
Uh-huh.
I learned it.
Tom needs you.
I learned it in flight school. I had another student who was Puerto Rican. He'd always come in drunk, and so he cursed with. So it was like all bad words in Spanish, but with a Puerto Rican accent.
You are the one that sent me this. I knew it because you doctored the picture.
I doctored it up on your phone.
Golly.
You have the same phone.
All right. It's coming in anyway. It's
Holy cow. All right, Scott, can you send me the link to those white wall tires you had on? Yeah, I dig them. You think they look great, but you're like, do not.
They're a walking biohazard just waiting to happen.
Well, that's because of the duck poop. Or the goose poop. There's no geese poop. Yeah. It's goose. It's not plural.
It's like
singular. Did you
the plural end of geese goose situation going on?
Did you airdrop it?
I'm just sending it via text because I cannot do this anymore. It's a really good picture. He did good.
It is. What is this? Swag? Man, that would be nice.
Yeah, Rob wants a hoodie and he wants
a
like a beanie hat.
He wants an all. I was thinking about doing some shirts that have my tagline on it, like like not Scott Harvesty repeated, but like enjoy the ride with some kind of. Well, dude, it's right there. I don't need to get on my phone. My text go to my computer.
Space station, like I said.
Oh, here we go. Well, because it's Apple, baby. It's Apple bottom jeans, baby.
All right, swag. I get it. I hear you. I mean, yes. One of the things, it's interesting. You start dealing with this stuff. You learn about the machines that stitch these hats, and you learn about how the patches. Where'd it go? Where did what go? You just learn these things. I never really desired to know all this stuff, but you quickly learn what's to do and what not to do in the retail space, and it's a lot. It's just as much as it is with e-bikes, right? And it's like, figure out what the main connector is, and you gotta know what all these are. It's ridiculous. Thread counts and needle spacing and just all this stuff.
Let's see if I can just put it here. I'm having a hard time accessing that. And there we go. Oh, because it's an HEIC. It's one of those high res. Blobbity blobs.
It's an Apple picture, like you.
Yeah. Image file.
Wait. Are you gonna get this successfully?
Who knows? Oh well, let me do an. I gotta do a screen. I gotta do a screen.
Gary, hello.
Is Gary from?
I want to sit here and tell you that we specifically timed this just for you, and it would fit all in just for you. But that's not the way it happened. However, your message was received loud and clear. So tomorrow morning, at what time? 10?
No, it's going to be. It would be 10 your time, 9 my time.
So it may be 11, depending on what happens here.
No. Oh, you mean talk tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, love the lighting.
Thank you.
Yeah. Brad, say nothing.
Brad, look, if he says anything, it's out of jealousy. So I'm not.
You got this thing licked yet? What's going on?
Bro, you try operating this whole freaking system where things are coming up. Look at that. Boom. Look at that. Hitting that. I don't know why I didn't pull it. You saw me. Image file. Boom. Boom. Not there.
There was an issue with their file. Please try again in a little while.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see what So Matt went on a ride today. I put him on the new Ariel Rider Kepler. You didn't get a chance to ride it. He was talking shit about it the other day, and I'm like, look, I'm gonna throw you on it and see what you actually think.
Come on, bro. You won't even like. I showed you.
I saved it. I didn't even put it up.
I showed you. I
know you did.
You saw them, right? Come on, be honest.
I did.
You saw what I was saying.
I did. Because Matt was gonna look. He was gonna get into it, and he was going to.
What was the very first thing? Remember?
When it came to. Oh, the AirTag sticker. When we pulled the batteries on the AirTag, yeah, the sticker was missing.
It was like a Haybike tag, right? And the way I describe the Haybike tag is just like 5 different spellings for the singular word that's on the tag that's repeated, but probably anywhere from 6 to 10 times. And I think about that when I think about like QAQC. What do you say?
Look, I type 72 words a minute, good sir. So I actually went to the state competition when I was in high school, OEA, Office Education Association, me and about 100 females and 4 other dudes.
All right, pull up Ariel Rider. Let's go see this.
Let's see if we can at least make that work.
I don't know. It's just I don't know why you would put out a bike with 2 batteries that have different plate connectors and an entirely different body scheme. Like it makes no sense to do that. And I know a lot of companies have done that, right? I think Electric, the X Premium, even what Brad, like what you've got coming out, right? 2 different body styles or containers or casings for the batteries, which means different connectors, different layout, the whole deal. And it just, I don't know. I thought that Ariel Rider was on a path for awesomeness. And I know that some things went down with people in the company, and it took a while for them to bring it back. But I was really enamored with the Kepler for a very long time, and this just
I mean, riding it, I like it.
I don't think I do. Right? Okay. So can you zoom in?
Let's see if it actually. I can zoom out. What's going on here? Please hold. Yikes!
Take a screenshot of that thing.
Hang on.
There we go. Okay. So cursor in the mid body right here, so in this area is it's like a controller pop out, right?
If you've seen the movie The Rock,
yeah, it's where the pearls come out.
Pearls.
All right, so that's what's going on there. And then at the bottom, under the bottom bracket, on the very bottom of the bike, there's a plate for access, and that plate access is all the connectors. Okay, right, and I can get around that, but the crossbar and the down tube battery are opposites. There's a staggered slot connector on the crossbar battery, and then down tube has this standard 6-pin that it's just like, I went through all this effort for this crossbar battery, and now I'm just gonna half-ass my down tube battery. And then it's like, how much more can you? Yes. Yes, apple juice, please.
2 apple juices here.
Apple juices.
I'll send her a text. That's my wife asking if we want more apple juice.
So you think about this, and then it's a 24. I'll give agility and nimble aspects to the bike, but
I mean, it's a good ride.
There is a lot of frame spacing that's just been eaten up for no reason here.
So I did notice that I'm not able to see this area right here. I wasn't able to mount my foldy lock to it because there's not enough room right up in that area right there for it to like fit out. So then if I want to take a lock with this, I either got to wear a backpack or put it back.
You want to go down another path? Can you pull my channel and then run a search for Ariel Rider? And it's the quad battery Kepler. I took a lot of heat for doing that with the original Kepler, but
I don't subscribe to you. Let's see if I can find you though. I'll subscribe to you. That's not true, dude.
Are you vid-queuing my stats?
Yeah, I can see all you. I can see your stats, bro.
I don't know that is definitely not accurate, but okay.
Okay, well, we'll play your game. We'll pretend it's not. Would you say Ariel Rider?
Yes.
Well, that you did in my house.
So there's that one.
You work for the Kepler. I could have put the Kepler
right
in.
There. See it?
Where? This?
70 amp hours.
That?
Yeah.
What about it?
So this is the absolute most balanced bike I've ever been on ever. And the rear rack on this thing held a tremendous amount of weight. The crossbar battery, which is essentially, this is the step-through version, but the way it's stuck up, it just looked like a phallic symbol sticking off. But it didn't really matter once the cell phone bag got in there. It was a good container for that. I could put 2 more 15 or 20 amp hour triangles on the rear rack flat and never stuck over the edge, a plus 70 amp hour battery, full straight body. And this bike would be more accepted in the visual aspects of what is normal versus the new one.
Look, they weren't going for normal. They were like, let's figure out how to put 2 frame mounted batteries so you don't have this crazy turtleback.
To 60 volts
you just
in the X class, and then you're just gonna like roll back to a 52 on the Kepler and think that that's okay. Like, it's like,
I mean, was this 48 or was this 50? Was the original
that's
48?
a 52.
Huh.
Yeah.
See, I mean, when it comes to the Ariel Rider, look, I the first one I reviewed was the X class. Like, that was the first one that I got a chance to review, and then the Kepler. So I don't know about the past of of Ariel Rider. But I personally think that the new one looks better than this. That's my personal opinion on it.
Than that without like
without like the basket and stuff like that.
No way, man.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And also,
that's just
when the wobble stuff was going down, after I'd loaded all these batteries on that bike, I got hands-free 25, 30 miles an hour.
Oh, did you even try riding the Kepler, the new one hands-free?
No. I couldn't feel it.
You were too sure to
like dying inside.
Right. So that was the thing. That was the whole thing. We went to we went to have lunch. We went to go have lunch, and I put him on the new Ariel Rider Kepler. I grabbed the Discover 3 or the Discover M because Matt, I knew those were two bikes Matt hadn't ridden. So I'm like, all right, we'll ride out on that, and then we'll switch drinks on the way back. So
switch bikes.
What I say? Switch drinks.
You guys gotta tune in to what he's saying. He's like, oh, hold on, man. Just calm down with that one.
from that photo, it's like, how many batteries do you need? Yeah, he wants to Yeah, he did a video yesterday, triple battering the Expedition 2.0.
And Scott found logic in having the extra battery. So I ain't even trying to hear this from you. Not only that, but you ran that bike down to next to nothing, and you saw how quickly I installed a third one, and I was like, it's dot.
Yeah.
And then strap it in, put it in the bag, and it was over.
And so the question that Master G has, is that a 24-inch bike? It is. The new Kepler is a 24-inch by 24 by 4. And that's okay, because there's so many bikes out there. There's all bikes for different kinds of people. Even the Shark Mako is out there for somebody.
Oh my God,
it's out there for somebody.
That's Rod Fender. It's ridiculous.
Yes, sir. Just so you know, I originally had the lights on, the overhead light on. He goes, try it without. And he's like, yeah, that's better.
It is better. The other one's like his forehead.
Oh, yeah. No, there was a lot of forehead going on in that one. All right, here we go. So here's a good question. What do you think of the Rabid, the Whip? Looks like a better spec Escape that is actually in stock. And the funny thing is
hang on. Answer the question.
What do we think of the Rabid?
Just that. And you haven't had it.
So, I haven't had. That's what I was saying.
All right, and don't talk about anything else. Just talk about the bike.
I will be reviewing it soon. How about that?
That's fair.
It is being hand delivered.
That's fair. These are all true statements.
Next weekend.
All right. Now, what do you think about it? First of all, it has nothing to do with any of that, right? What we are launching all of our hopes and dreams on is management of the brand, the company, and sustained life of customer service and the growth of their customer base. That's what we're after. That's what we hope for.
Because for those who don't know about Escape, right? I mean, which is fair.
It's done, yeah.
Yeah, like Escape it's done. I had ordered the Escape Ranger. I talked to Joel, the CEO, and he's like, "Look, dude," he's like, "We're just not going to continue forward with them," and I had to get my money refunded back from the order that I never received, and that's where Rabid came in. They're like, "Well, we'd like to fill that space," and I'm like, "Bring it." So I will be reviewing the Rabid. I don't have any thoughts about it yet because I haven't reviewed it. So I'm excited about it.
All right, Tom. Where's the price point?
It's about the same price.
I know, but I want to hear it. What is the price point on the Whip? Like, what do you think is fair? And I would gather that it would mentally, if it is the thing that's coming through, you think about the Magician Alpha shipped and delivered at $2,800-ish, depending on taxes and scenario. So you're mentally thinking probably $2,600 to $3,200. That would be my guess. And it's $34 delivered. Is that right? Is that how it goes? Do I need to?
Yeah, you're gonna have to look that up because I do not know, but I can answer this one right here. Matt Scott, can you ask Event to make snow tires for the Abound? Here's the thing. a lot of times when it comes to that, like that would be like me asking a magician to make snow tires for their Atlas. And what I did was I found the tires that I was looking for the right size on like Amazon or the internet. So you'll be able to find, snow tires or tires with different tread than what the Abound has on it right now. But you're just going to have to use a third party. Aventon's not going to spend their time on that. So just find a third party company that's going to have those. So that's his answer to what he thinks it'd be fair for 2,600.
So $28.99, is that with shipping? I wonder. Let's see.
All right. So while you're looking that up, let's. Gary's hopping in.
I see
from our comment or from the discussion that we had, where he had a ton of input into the Escape bikes. He's very disappointed that Joel decided not to market them, but he understands his reasoning. Yeah, that guy's look. He's a. You see a smile. You see a smile, and look. You can keep it low. You can keep it. There you go. You can keep it low. Thank you. Hang on. Good. That's the sound of an apple juice glass tin. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I've had
feelings here, by the way.
Huh?
And I think you share a lot of sentiment with this.
What?
Gary.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, look, I spent some time. I was in Switzerland when I talked to Joel, and we probably spent like an hour on the phone, just talking about like his business and stuff in his life. And so I was rooting for the guy, and that's why I ordered a bike just like anybody else would, and to hear that wasn't going to happen, that it wasn't coming through, because I think that frame setup, even though I haven't tried it yet, I was like, okay, that's going to be good. You don't have all the weight in the back; it's all in the middle. So I was very excited about trying it. So I'm very glad that Rabid is sending me the whip, so then I still get a chance to do that. Now, here's another question. I think this, just so you know, we'll be putting that into the channel.
Cat's gonna come on tonight.
Well, maybe. I don't know. They did send me the other tires that come with them, so I'm so looking forward to doing an off-road thing with the F4X. Because the tires that come on the Ghost Cat F4X now are not the tires that they originally sent out. It was more street tires. These are like these Maxxis real thick off-road tires. So I'm looking forward to putting that thing on the trails. So when I saw the specs and stuff on the Ghost Cat Saber S1, I was like, oh, and I reached out to them, and they're like, oh, dude, this is right down. They're like, this is more down my alley and my channel alley than the F4X. So the 30 amp hour battery in the frame, like,
looks like an Atlas.
Well, it's full suspension.
No fenders.
Yeah, I think you can get them separately.
How do you feel about the protruding battery body?
I don't see. I'm gonna have to. I don't know yet, right? Like I'm gonna have to. Like that bottom tube is just going to be so huge to put a 30 amp hour battery in. But I've seen so many people ask for that when it comes to just, I can't remember what bikes they were talking about. They're like, just put a 30 amp hour battery. I think it was that, or a Magician.
Well, the industry, so they'd have to move beyond, like, so there's 18650s and then the 21700s.
Yeah.
And so you gotta pack in the amp hours. So in every aspect of that, except for the top end premiums, like you're looking at an equivalent of just physical space, and there's only so much you can do. That's why it does protrude. I bet the body of the bike is wide too.
Yeah, but I don't think, I doubt if it's, what size tires are those? You think it's wider than the tires?
I mean, it can't be more than 4s or 5s.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to reviewing it. I'm looking forward to seeing what it does. I would be afraid to take something like that heavy with that in the middle to, like, that's not an off-road. Well, it's not a single track type bike, right? So,
all right, we veered. Come back. I want to go. Tom hit a question, and then Gary was there, and it's the Escape Ranger. I never even got to a point of review for it. I had it in a few videos, did it on live. It's just sitting right now. I haven't touched it. I paid for mine as well, and I got it, fortunately, before it all went down. And then the price point, right? He said the price point fair is $2,600.
Yeah, I think that's low.
Yeah. So I asked, like, what do you think? What's the...
Yeah, and he said 26 right there.
Yeah, but I said, what do you think you're paying? What's a fair price for shipping?
And he came up with that.
Well, Icro said yes.
Oh, was I talking to
scrolling down? You're way late right now.
Oh, I am. Okay. There we go. No, that's from, where's Tonemaster at?
Right there.
All right.
Ooh. Nah, man. Like, you can't, right? Logistics, especially for UPS, FedEx, shipping costs on that is just outrageous. A lot of companies will build in some fraction of that into the cost of the bike and then ship at a fee, but every destination is a variable price for freight. So it's that distance, and there's not room to account for, whether you're on the dirt road at the end with potholes and 5,000s, or whether you're in the middle of an incredibly dense high-rise building sitting on top of an address, which is right with 500 other people. So I don't know if I agree with like 250.
Yeah, it's not realistic. All right, I know, because look, when you're like, look, this company their bike comes with free shipping, but they've already raised the cost of the bike to cover the free shipping.
That's Wired.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
no, Wired doesn't do it.
Yeah, but they also have that bike. So there's this counter argument when you look at Magician and Wired, Magician shipping is more than Wired, if I recall. Is it not? Do I have that reversed?
No, it was $350 for both. Either way. Dude, I paid $350. I paid $350 to have the Atlas shipped to me. And we paid $350 for the wires, but we also had the then you could do like that, like the shipping insurance thing, and they charge you like another like $69 more or whatever.
It is a good thing I got a computer in my hand.
It is right now, because he's looking up stuff. Although
yeah, it will, guaranteed. Right about now,
the you talking about that shipping Cali first?
Yeah. Tail Happy's gonna get it.
Tail Happy's gonna get what?
Everything.
Well, I know. Yeah, he gets all. Oh, here we go. Here's a. So, wait a minute. Let me go back to Gary, because I don't want to take away from what he said right here when it comes to Escape, and I'm assuming that they're. Gary, you know this more than I do.
Yeah, Brad, get on it.
Are they just shutting down like all bikes, or are they just not sending out the Escapes?
I don't know. I would assume that he's trying to keep his brick and mortar going, and that's in Tennessee, if I understand.
Yeah, and they just literally got the new storefront, like not even 6 months ago. So, Gary, the question is going to be for you: is that all right? So you do have the only 26-inch Titan in the world, but since you know Joel better than I, and you probably have this answer, I thought he was just shutting down, like not doing the Ranger. But if he's not doing the Titan, then like what's going on?
All right, Alpha delivered $3,048. Hold, please.
Yeah, but what's the shipping cost?
That's total. That's everything.
Well, shipping's $350.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yes. I'm just going down.
Easy, Tiger.
All right, here we go. We have a Rob from me. He said he paid $270 or $275 for his wired bike. And then Ed says it's $350 for both. Yeah. And you know what? That could change depending on when you got your bike. That that could have changed whatever special or whatever they have.
We're doing. I'm just going to do a warrior.
I mean, I literally could have pulled it up on the screen.
You could have, but you're too busy yakking.
Oh, I'm too busy.
I'm staring at that guy with this 4 battery Kepler. I don't know what's going on there.
I'm closing that window. That's disgusting. It looks so weird.
You're weird.
Okay, so look, paid to ship wired. Aren't they based out of Chirac? Not paid. They're not built in Chicago. They're still built in China. Then they have to get here. And then we talked to Steve about having that where I just pick the bikes up. Right. And he was like, you will get the bikes faster because they're being shipped from California. Because he's like, if not, you're going to wait for me to ship them here and then get them unloaded and all that. And then you can pick them up from here. So, yeah, it didn't matter where. They don't do on-site pickup anymore.
3,364. So you're paying $300 for interface and the extra power on basically, what was it, 65 amps controller, 65 amp controller. Is that right? I think it is 65 amps if I remember correctly.
Gary, I will bring you in on this live right now if you want. Right.
Oh yeah, go get it your broadcast station in Texas.
I will bring you in on this live. So if you can answer that. What do you mean? Oh
yeah, we'd have to.
I'd have to. The same way I heard you when you were at a different location.
Yeah, but we're now together, so it's the two of us. Yeah, so we can't do.
Well, you don't know that. I put in an AirPod. Oh, but then only I would hear. No, they would hear him too.
I'm trying to play that.
They would hear.
I would not.
You would hear it on that one.
I would get delay. You'd be like, you're talking about it, and then I'd have to hear it over here.
All right. Yeah. Let me see. Which Gary did have a question about this. What do you guys think of the wired 20-inch bike, the Viper? He thinks it's a little over the top, and Matt, I know not for you.
I mean, I'm excited for my Alpha Mini. I'm excited to get on the whip, and I can't wait for that.
I just drank my apple juice.
That's all the cheer, isn't it? It's very premium apple juice.
It is. Look, my wife makes
very nice
a good apple juice. All right.
Tune Master G. Tom, she's out.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
She's gone.
Where's that at? Where am I at?
Let's handle this. Don't look. I don't want you to look. You'll get ADD, and we'll never be able to come back here.
All right.
We need to address this cost of the whip first. We need to talk about the shipping. So I want to hear, I don't think that the whip is overly priced. Tom, what say you? Because I think your shipping costs expectations are unrealistic. Yeah.
I don't remember you looking up the whip. I know you looked up the Magician. You looked up the wires.
We'll go right back to it.
Thank you. See, it's not going back to it. There you go. You hadn't even pulled it up. Well, why are you going through all those stats?
Because I always route $28.99 is retail.
Okay. So I think the first mistake that Escape made was not making a white Escape right here. So dude, I love white bikes. Okay. So the Rabid that I got coming is white. I got the last one. Period. And I love a white bike, especially when it comes to those. Although then I saw that black. What was it?
Java Mocha.
It was black purple.
Make your heart melt color.
And I was like, ooh. I'm like, bring both of those up and let me decide. He's like, no, bro. He's like, you got to call for it right now.
They spark the exotic. It's like black Java purple.
Yeah, no, it was 4 colors in one. But it's settle down.
When the sun hits, right, and it does the dazzle, you're just like, oh, I can understand that.
Look at you, she's going.
This is your first? It's your first. Okay. $28.99 at here we go.
All right. So right now we're talking about the Rabid Whip. All right, $28.99 is not a bad price for everything that comes with. Shipping
$350.
$350.
So it's coming in under a 72-volt wired full size, and I'll like please and thank you. Center of gravity right down the middle, battery over the top, at least the same capacity setup with the programming of the Fang situation. And I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this. I probably should text him before I do.
Yeah, do that. You're gonna text Steve,
Brad,
yes. the Brad. All right. Here's a little input about the Escape Ranger. Joel has decided not to sell any bikes at this time other than Velotrek. Velotrek is a great brand. It really is.
Why? Tell him why. It's the margin. Velotrek has one of the best brick and mortar presence on the ground. They eclipse every brand, including Aventon, in terms of their brick and mortar presence and on-site support for local e-bike shops.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah. And the situation there is, on top of that presence, they have a higher margin per unit with the supplemental support and the ability to get those parts and the service necessary. And they have all of the backside stuff. So it's 2-year warranty.
Yeah.
It's Blue L certified, IPX7 on the batteries,
IPX6 on the bike.
On the bike itself, yeah. It's not even just the battery.
I mean, which is the same as
battery,
that Discover. I put the Discover through and I submerged it for 5 minutes, pulled it out. A year later, more than a year later, there's no rust on that bike, and I was still riding it with all the components. So I mean, they're solid stuff. I've met with the CEO of that. They're the same guys that started Lime. And they have over 1,200 like service. They're now in over 1,200 bike shops and services stuff, which is pretty quick.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know if you guys have noticed a change in what's happening with electric all wheel, but haven't been back to Tarp and Tom's e-bikes in a while. I will say that he turned his focus as well in the same way that Joel did to Velotrek, and it's the margin, and it's a quality bike, so there's not much you can argue with for selling that brand, and it does well. The Velotrek brand did well by targeting the brick and mortar stores and having on-site boots on the ground presence to allow support not only for customers who want their bike, but also for the dealers and the shops that are making a living selling these things and working on them. So I can, from that perspective, as a business owner, I can understand why he would do that. Make sense? There's not a lot of margin with a high unit cost on these 72-volt bikes. And so you have to really, really optimize customer service. You have to optimize your logistics. You have to optimize your storage, and you better be on it with taking care of those things, or it's going to cost you a pretty penny, and the effort put in will not be what you get out. However, Velotrek has locked in a really nice margin per unit margin for dealer costs, so that the dealers can make money when they sell them. Mm-hmm. So it's an easy,
right. So and then they want to sell them.
Yeah.
But the thing is I mean, well, today you got to ride the Discover M, the mid-drive bike that you hadn't ridden yet. Your video just came out
on the 3, yeah.
On the Discover 3, and I know that. So in the conversation that we had, you prefer the Discover 3 over the M.
Yeah, hub drive all.
Yeah, so you're a hub drive guy. Me, which is funny. I'm like, I'm selling my 3 and I'm selling my Discover 2 and I'm keeping the M.
Yeah.
Right. So everybody's different, so that's why they come out with different bikes. Velotrek's been doing a really good job of coming out with many different ones. And right here, Easy E was like, I see Matt survived another Chi-Town.
My face hurts.
Yeah, barely. I'm just like, barely. I think I posted it on my Instagram what you look like. You were all bundled up. We took 2 bikes out. We took the new Ariel Rider Kepler and the Velotrek Discover M out to lunch. And we also had enhanced shakes, apple juice shakes.
bougie shakes.
Bougie.
Replace the G
with a Z.
With the Z. Yeah.
But and then we had to remember that I had to go get ice cubes for the
Apple
juice.
Yeah.
And so we had to drive like a mile farther away from the house.
Let me hurt you a little bit more, Matt. It'll be fine. Oh, you can't feel your fingers? We're just gonna go try for your whole arm.
Every 2 seconds, he was like, "Oh my god!" you were like, "This is terrible." Oh my god!
And this guy's out here doing this crap in like 0 degrees.
I'm like, this isn't even bad.
With you?
I remember when we were walking. I'm like, I gotta unzip my coat. I'm freaking dying of heat here. So, all right. So here's a good question.
Wait. What? Before we're done, I would like to finish this up.
All right. Well, let me hide that then. Finish what up?
So somewhere in there was a response about the cost of shipping for the Rabid. I just want to close this thing. And then I said, I'm going to pause and ask him if I can speak about it. And what I know is this. I think everyone recognizes that there's similarity in the frames. And a lot of what you get on the backside of all of this after ordering a bike like that is the customer service aspect. So getting warm and fuzzies on that one. And also realizing that there may be more options.
That's the thing that I've noticed about, or Rabid is so new, right? But here's the thing that I liked after talking to the guys that run it, that they're like, we're not doing pre-order sales. Like, you can't buy a bike unless we have it. I'm like, great, and then they're like expanding the line, so they have the 26-inch version, right? Which is the Wolfhound. Right. Yeah. And then they have the 20-inch version, which is the Rabid. And now they're looking at doing some other things. So while other companies, let's say like Escape, it's like, it's not going to happen. I need to like kick it down. These guys are like, yo, we have the funds. We can make this happen. Let's expand. Let's give more options. Really, I mean, they're not expanding. They're just coming up with, not everybody wants a certain bike, so they're just coming up with other options with it. So I think I'm hoping
I, as a customer, need responsibility from the business to not overextend. Right? I need that to happen.
Well, look, number one, they're not selling a bike that they don't have. Okay, I think that is.
I like that.
Right. I think that is a great practice. I was like, what a lot.
I don't want to hear any more about the 72-year-old crazy lady that's talking crap about.
Right. Like, what is she going to say at that point? Well, besides it's 72.
There's no pre-order craziness happening.
Right.
If they have it, and you get it. Otherwise, no. So yes, all right. So I said I don't want you to overextend, and you said, all right. So they're not going to sell you a bike that they don't have on hand.
Correct.
What else? I feel like that's a good.
No, and remember when we were So Matt and I were on a share call with them.
Yes.
Right. And we're like, what was the very next thing that we said? What about parts? What about service? Right. Because
orders parts.
And they're like,
yes.
We bring every container that comes over has all the parts to replace everything. Basically. Well, I mean the big stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Your majors.
So like the motor, wires, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like I feel, because they said they learned a lot from the first container that they got. So their first round. So I mean, I'm
Aqua Java.
Yeah, like I'm just
sparkly chocolate.
I'm optimistic about it, and I hope they just keep doing what they need to do to just make it happen.
Strange thing. Did you know that the whip stands for the Whippet, the Whipple?
Yeah, they're doing dog names, like Pucky Puppy, but without the dumb Pucky Puppy name.
Right? Is it Whipple or Whippet?
Well, the other one is the Wolfhound, which is also
Whippet.
It's like a Whippet. It's like the fast dogs.
The gas out of the Whipple.
Are you talking about siphoning? What are you talking about?
A Whippet. No, I'm not. Like that's.
I mean, it's a Devo song. Just whip it good. Is that what we're not?
Whipple. Whipple is what it. Whip it.
It's a whip. It's a whip. No, that's what he said. Look at the dog.
Wait, Urban Dictionary. Hold on.
Oh gosh.
Hey.
Snacks have been delivered bottles of water to go with the. Gosh, my wife is. Look, you guys think you have a. You think you guys have a good wife?
Made me so proud.
What'd you say?
Like maybe in like 10 minutes.
What's that? Oh.
That's all. You've still got a lot.
That's mine.
It is?
Yeah, you just took yours, babe.
I know, but I saw that. I was like, oh, I don't want to
That's
drink in
fine.
my old water, but that's his water.
Because I'm parched lips. Because you tried to kill me today.
You can't say your lips anyways. He bought chapstick this morning. I need
was
chapstick.
like,
I'm like, we were riding in 46-degree weather yesterday.
It was
like,
killing me.
I
Like,
need
look,
chapstick.
like, I look like I had wine all night. It's like super bright red. It's not the lighting, so y'all say nothing.
Oh, dude.
Whatever.
All right.
All right, hang on. Urban Dictionary with it. Nitrous oxide inhalant. Yes, it's out the like the they turn the whipped cream can over and.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's the way to get. Okay, so here's the question: is Generation Ebike the owner of Rapid or their distributor? Their distributor. Ish.
They're customer service and marketing liaison partner. That's what I would call
Right, because I mean, basically, Rabid doesn't have a website yet, so they're just using Generation Ebike for all the bike sales and customer service and support. Right.
He's in there. We can't just.
I know. Well, no, I don't know if he's still in there. He said he was only in there for a minute.
I have to say that even, with electric all-wheel, I've thought about going down this route that they're going down right now, and it's hard. It's so freaking hard. You've got to and you got to be there for R&D. You got to do end-to-end, receipting and get it on property. Then you have to logistically get it out, deal with all the nightmares that come with the shipping, and you deal with all of the customer service just for getting it to the customer. And then that customer has to put the bike together. You got to pray that they do that right. And then when they use terminology, phrases, they're coming back to you, asking you questions, you've got to digitally get through and understand what they're saying. So you have to interpret 5,000 different ways to say the same thing. And then you've got to get them on the bike. And that's just the beginning. You haven't even gotten through your full warranty period yet. And no telling what's going to happen a year from now. Right? So you better make sure that it's right.
So I need to show this here, right? From John.
The super light.
Yeah, that's the one that like the.
Is that the you coming off the bridge? The stupid ad I cannot get off my Facebook feed.
Could be.
Oh,
you keep seeing an ad. It could be for the breeze.
I'm sure it's a great bike, but I'm so sick of seeing him on the Facebook feed. He's coming as like he's in this green like reflective jacket,
which I wore yesterday, and you were like, "I know that jacket."
Yeah, I'm
like I hate seeing that jacket.
I'm glitching out right now.
so
scrolls.
John Michael, thank you very much. Right, thank you for the tip, and I'm glad that you were digging your breeze. That bike is easy and nimble.
Ooh, I know. Ooh, look at you. You are a privileged man. I'll tell you what.
Dude, I've got the best wife. I'm just saying. Snack. You go with the apple juice.
Craziness.
I know. She is like the best hostess ever. And if you don't believe it, then you're out.
Yeah, what he said.
Okay, so I think you did. I think we answered the questions correctly for Generation E-bikes.
Okay.
Right? I mean that's just how. Well, yeah. Thank you, Tongue Master. G 46 is warm. Tune Master.
Tongue Master.
I don't know why.
You're a pervert. You know that?
Dude,
God, 46 is warm. I bet you're gonna twist that up too. It's fine. And no, it's not. As a matter of fact, it's fucking cold. There's a reason.
We didn't even wear earmuffs.
Second summer.
Oh,
that's
wait,
where
no,
I live, right? Right now, I should be in my second summer. In Tampa, it was 77 degrees today. And a person very near to me was on the water and like tubing down the freaking Weeki-Wachi because it was warm enough to wear a bathing suit. I mean, just not 5 layers of everything just so I can survive. woolen socks. Who does this in their life?
There was a question that I saw here from Sergeant Chit.
Just my what first one you do in your personal bike? Let's change chainring.
See, so I think there's a difference between accessories and mods, right? Like the first accessory that I add is a bell if it doesn't have one, the side mirror, and my foldy locks. To me, those are accessories, right? Now, depending on the bike, I don't always change out a chain ring. I'm not changing out a freewheel. I would say pedals. I'm kind of a pedal
It's
snob.
an accessory mod.
No, it's not an addition. It's a change. Right? If I'm adding a bell and I'm adding those are additions. If I'm changing out the pedals, I'm modding it. If I'm changing out the grips, that part's already there. Right? So I'm not
pedals.
Right. So that's a mod. That's not an accessory. An accessory is adding to. I'm replacing what's there. If you replace a chain ring, it's no different than changing a pedal.
So this is the birth of the universal thumb throttle. That's the idea there. Because that's like one of the very first things I think about. And most of the bikes now are half grip twist.
Yeah. Well, which when riding the Alpha yesterday, right? Normally that I'm not a huge fan of that twist, but it feels like it's a little bit longer. Not quite a half.
Right.
Not quite a quarter.
It's on that thin like
yeah. So because of that, like I didn't mind it. Now we do have that pacemaker, full throttle that we're going to put on there, but yeah, I would say that would be a mod that I would do pedals and the throttle to a thumb throttle or a full throttle.
And Tune Master is the one that was talking about it with us last time. And yes, Tom, I am working on getting a version of that. We did talk about it over the past 24 hours. And regardless of anything, if you only had a pacemaker, we are bringing in the universal harness to be available without it being attached to anything. So you could use the universal harness with a pacemaker and put it on any one of your bikes. So there's that.
Here's a question. Is Avinton coming out with a mid-drive to compete with the Discover M? I am getting ready to buy, and I don't want to miss out.
Wait. They have an M, don't they?
They do not. Well, they have the Adventure M. But they're talking about one. So they were talking about are they going to come out with like a level M or a pace M?
Tire.
Well,
27.5, 650.
Yeah, which is, I mean, if they're talking about the Discover M, then they're talking about like a level. I wouldn't say the pace because the pace has a rigid front fork. They are coming out with some mid-drive models. Clearly, at the moment, I can't even remember.
Did you not ride any of these?
No, they're not. They weren't. When I was there, I only rode the full suspension mountain bike and the new Rambless, which I've already put a video out on my first.
Point being, he don't know.
No, I know. I know they are coming out with some mid-drive models this year. I just can't remember which ones they're coming out with. There you go. Well, I can't post that.
Yes, post it.
What, this?
Yeah. Speak your piece, Brad. I need to know.
It's like,
what's up? Tell me what's going on.
That was a little bit ago too.
I see it.
I'm kind of behind on the comments.
Like, get on here. I think we're way on.
Here we go. What is this? I thought I showed it. Here we go. Another order is in process with some new options. There you go. Did you get your answers back on the text?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I want to know. I'm missing out on this. Chaxologist, what are you talking about? Which bike are we talking about? On third, we'll make the bike unstable, so just throttle from speed onward. I'd like to know what you're talking about there.
Alpha, isn't it? Alpha wired, both, honestly. You ran into it.
I ran into it on the Alpha on that ride. I was like that.
The only reason I did
the death wobble was crazy, and then we stopped and we tried to fix it.
The dual crown fork on the Freedom was.
I don't know if Tim from Shoot the Chid is still on here, but he knows what these are. These are the best. These are the best oatmeal raisin cookies in the world, and they come from my local grocer. So if they come from our locals, I taunt him with those now, like send him a picture of.
I can feel that.
That's
62. Also, your clearance, your ground clearance is just minimalized as well.
Where's our Alpha Minis? I heard
They're on their way.
they're on their way. I mean, just you gotta wait. I mean, for me, the weather's so bad anyway, so I'm like,
Oh my god,
I'm good with.
yeah,
I'm
y'all
good
gotta
with
come
waiting.
to Florida because this is for the birds. I love Chicago, and I'll say that 46. Okay, you take me to 30. I'm out
Okay,
here.
so it's his wire. There it is. So I am impressed with Magician. When I first reviewed the
Just roll it on.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I mean when I first reviewed the Alpha, when it had those issues in class 2 and class 3, and it would just run amok, and it was just like full. I during yesterday's ride, actually I was doing my like updated review on that, and they had fixed all those things. Chexologist, you're still behind on the chat. I am.
I'm over here. I got my computer right down here. He gets. We have to come back because you guys start.
I mean, it just comes in
like
it just comes in like a lot, right? So, you know, when I'm trying to read 80 texts while having a conversation with you, I'm like, just
not to mention Chexologist, you're all over the place too. Like you're like bam, bam, bam.
this question, that question,
Yeah.
this one.
So be fair.
Right. So yeah, I am behind on the chat.
Let's do that.
What do you think of that? What do you think of that question?
I'm like, here it is. What's the rundown? How many miles you riding? Where do you live? What's your terrain?
Yeah.
Are you riding in the rain no matter what? Is it a must-have no matter the weathering, no matter anything?
Do you need fenders? Do you need a rear rack?
Yeah.
Like
You need to
you
know.
know, there's more than that's like somebody saying,
How tall are you?
I need a car.
How much do you
What-
weigh?
what's a good car to get? So,
And is the bike supposed to be your everyday rider?
look at this. I'm gonna block him from the chat. Subway has good raisin cookies.
Don't.
No, they were good. They are good, but they're not Mariano's cookies good. I'm telling you, Tim from Shoot the. I should probably just.
That's his alter ego, I'm sure.
Who? Sergeant Chit one. It could be. It could be. All right, here we go. What is your feelings about Ehora customer service and their bikes in general?
I'm not getting baited into this. I don't own an Ehora.
Did you ever review one?
I had an opportunity to.
And you turned it down?
I think I might take them over at like Antioquia or.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I would. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I've received 2 Antioquia bikes, and it took 2 months to get both of them running right. So, like, if somebody purchased a Nokia bike and then just realize you're not going to take it out that day and have fun with it, right? There's a good chance that you're going to spend a couple of months getting parts in to make it run right. And I didn't have that with the Hora. So I'm trying to think about their customer service if I had to deal with them at all, because I did not. Maybe somebody here in the chat that has any Hora or had any issues with it. I rode the bike. I did the 3-state review with it. I didn't like the fact that you can't adjust the seat, right? Like it's like a moped style bike. But besides that, I had a good time on the Aurora, but I can't keep them all, so I definitely had to sell that bike. Yeah. Will Magician have any upcoming sales? I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Even still, you don't need it much. Like whatever you're gaining off of that sale, it's worth it. Just buy it now, especially for the mental sanity. Just do it. Make yourself happy.
I like the random look. I like that. Jeff. I got a hometown rally right now. I mean, we're all like sitting back on a Saturday night drinking apple juice and having snacks.
I'm just trying to warm up.
Dude, I got a floor heater going on right now. Oh, it's not pointed at you though.
Yeah, he's over there hogging it, talking about like he's doing me a good favor.
You have a heated mattress pad, and you got so hot that you.
I just got over the learning curve. Okay.
Okay, we're just saying that I keep you nice and warm. Hang on a second. Have you heard of this one?
E-Move. Isn't E-Move the scooter?
Do we need to look that one up?
E-Move's a scooter. I have.
Hang on, I'll look it up.
Way back.
I can pull it up on
my channel. E-Move was on there.
Yeah.
I remember the guy's name was David.
E-Move Road Runner V3. Oh, that little nugget. Hang on a second.
Oh, I've been on one of those.
This. No, I saw one at CES. That thing was like a spunky little rocket. It was.
That bike's been out for a while.
Has it?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, even at 5'9", that thing was like super tiny. Right? Is what I felt like. Range of 50 miles, so you might as well just cut that in half. Top speed of 34 miles an hour, so that's kind of with a 350 pound capacity.
I got to ride one.
Did you enjoy it?
Tarpon Tom's. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I liken it to the Jackrabbit, that style.
Oh yeah, I guess it would be. So I did see a guy riding a Jackrabbit down the 606. I thought that was interesting. So yeah. Clearly, we don't really know. He wrote it once. I think you liked it. Did you not like it?
I mean,
do you remember it?
Motor, right?
No.
Pretty sure it is.
There's like barely any information on their
scroll down
page about it.
There you go. Dual
500 watt motors.
It's legit. Ouch.
Demonetized. Thanks.
Excuse my language. It hauls butt.
It hauls boutons.
For what it is. They're just like, where is this coming from? Gaminator. Hang on. I think I told you one. One couldn't be spelled. Figure it out.
What is this?
No.
Yeah, right here?
No. Velotric wires in communication line for, they have firmware updates for the battery. They are doing battery metrics. They can do a lot of sensor controls, etc., for the batteries and for the rest of their system. So if you introduce a whole bunch of random cell groups from an external battery that the BMS is not hooked into the programming for the entire bike, it won't work. The bike will throw an error because it won't recognize the voltage based on the pack of the battery that you have currently.
So there you go.
It's as simple as I can make it.
I mean, even I understood that. I'm about as simple as it gets. All right. No LM Havoc, right? No LM Havoc. You are welcome.
It's no limit.
Oh, it's no limit.
I'm sure.
Is it?
Is that what it is? No limit? Is that?
I mean, that would.
Please confirm.
Yeah. You are welcome. That's why I started this whole bike talk series, because I didn't figure there was enough where people could actually like ask questions from the guys who do reviews. Like that. Oh, you're like, is it no limit? He's like, no.
No laughing matter.
It is
no
now.
Laughing matter.
It is now.
No Lynn Miles. Just like proper name, the whole thing.
How do you want me to
him? This one.
Seabrook Fishing Sinker 11. Hi guys, since most of the bike shops will not touch the wired e-bikes, could you guys do a video to take a wired bike completely apart and back? Ooh.
All right, so let's talk about this. What does that mean? Like,
strip the wires out of it, take it all the way down to the frame.
There's a huge situation here and a discrepancy on what that means. Like, are we talking about general repair, like anything component tool based? Are we talking about like pulling wires from frames? Are we talking about like popping the motor open and taking off the faceplate and then pulling the clutch out and then pulling the gears off? Like, what are we saying when we say this? What do you say?
Well, he hasn't answered that question yet, but we're still. Oh wait, where'd it go? Right here. Havoc for the second BMPC. So who knows what the LM means? He won't tell us, but
Yeah,
it's fine.
but just
Right.
secret, stay safe.
Most shops can work on non-electric components on an e-bike. I don't know. Look, I mean, everybody lives in these different kind of situations. I'm fortunate enough here in Chicago that I have like 2 or 3 shops that'll work on any kind of e-bike.
Because he rolls through with an e-bike a day.
Well, not that. I do my own.
Yeah, now he's just like taking their shop people and like, come work with me.
I'm taking their mechanics. No, that's on their days off, so they can come if they want to. If they want to work on some stuff, they can come see me, and I pay them a little bit more than what the shop does, so that they will come and see me.
What do you guys think about arc light pedals? Let's see those. They're expensive, and if you lose the lights, then they're just pedals.
Oh, you're talking about the ones where if you flip them, they still have the front and the back?
I think so. Where they.
It doesn't matter which way. It always knows which way is forward. That's what. Look, Easy E says they just want to watch you work, taking a bike apart. Just make sure it's one of yours. Yeah, make sure it's one of yours.
I've taken good care of your e-bikes.
You have.
I got you rolling on your hay bike. I got you. What else was broken? I know there were 2 of them, right?
We worked on the hay bike, which is this new one that they're coming out with that we can't talk about. And then the thing was, I was like, this thing's a dead stick. And then we had to like unwrap. We were like unwrapping all the cable management covers on each side of the bike. You're like, right here, it's not plugged in, which I'll definitely have to tell people, like, if you put this bike together, it will not start unless you plug this thing in, which is it.
Yeah, it was not obvious, and they could have tagged it to say make sure
they did not,
because they wrapped that thing. It was really flush. It looked like it was ready and wrapped up for use, and it was, you had to undo it all.
What's your guys' opinion on the tariffs coming down to 15%? Do you think the prices will come down since they use that excuse to increase prices? I think some companies will lower. I think some will hold the same because they're thinking that it's going to raise back up.
I think everyone in this chat is not of the income level to have any effect whatsoever on the outcome of that. And the only way we can do that is if we band together and use our vote to make the implicated changes necessary. But until then, we can come see that money. We're not going to touch that money. And the only way it will.
Well, they're just saying, do you think the prices are going to come down on bikes because of the lower tariffs?
I mean, you see gimmicky promotions as if it's happening now, but the cycle of this evolution doesn't really happen until like 2 to 3 months after the change.
Well, that's true because all the bikes that have already been paid for at the higher tariff rates that's coming here, they've already paid it out, so they still need to try to recoup their money.
But who am I? Like, I don't know.
I mean, we're just 2 guys that ride bikes.
Just sitting here, in
Jeff,
mood lighting.
New things to be excited about. If you are into a full mountain bike, man, the one from Event, I'm so excited about that bike.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I mean, I rode it for 6 hours, and everybody
was get on that bike and then do a drone shot at the top of a mountain. Don't give me that crap.
Wrong.
Lies.
Wrong.
Prove it.
Oh, it will be in the video. You'll see it. You'll see it. Right, because I'm not allowed to put it out yet.
Who was your daddy? Like, what are you talking about?
It wasn't you.
Like you're.
That bike was my daddy. It took good care of me.
Oh, listen to him. Listen to him.
So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about there's 2 bikes. Well, I'm excited about the Velotrek Tempo and the Gomad. Right. I was surprisingly thrilled about that new one from Hemingway that I put out that I reviewed, which is that D5 2.0 20-inch. And then I know Aventon has some really cool things coming out, and I'm excited to see that as well. I just think that like 2026 is like it's going to be a good year for bikes, especially as consumers, right? Because I feel like they all like have to step up, but then they can't really make the prices that much higher.
So everybody's trying to tap into your phone, right? There's no tangible, hardcore, exacting change to the bikes. So they try and slap a whole bunch of technology into it, tie it to your stuff, and then monitor your ass through your own cell phone. Oh, Which I'll say this. That's why I did like the Velotric, like versus the Aventon, right? You talk about that geofencing aspect and all that other stuff. You have to pay a subscription for that.
Not for the first year, but $20 for a
Listen to
year.
Listen to you. Like, what are you talking
I
about?
pay $6.50 a month for Paramount Plus, and I don't even watch it.
Freaking e-bike. Like, don't talk to me about this. Like, I gotta hold a subscription. I can't have the options of this. I can get free.
The only thing you can't have is the geofencing and the alert to your phone.
Can't I Raspberry Pi this thing into existence?
I don't know. You can do anything to anything.
I'm sure. Come on, no.
If you put your heart into it,
yeah,
you can do anything you want.
It's like, what was it? It's like Tesla. Or who was it? Mercedes Benz, where they're like, we're going to charge you to use the seat heaters. They're here. They're in your car. But we're going to charge you a subscription to use the seat heaters.
So I have a RAV4, right? A Toyota RAV4.
Yeah.
Right, and they're like, you can use the app to unlock your car, the whole auto thing. But then they're like, now we want $60 a year for that feature to work, and I was like, nope. Right, I'm like, my car stays in the garage. I get it.
It's a bike. You know what I mean?
What do you think about this question here from Gamer? So if you had to choose a universal brand for most tires for e-bikes, and they had a variety, which would I think would be kind of like the Kenda doesn't have. Yeah, Kenda's legit.
There's the reason why everybody gets them.
And from the missus.
Yes.
Yep.
You message her?
I'll message her.
She said 10 minutes. She's failing.
I will.
Sergeant Chet, like, I don't know.
Another round, please. Well, why do you answer it? I got to pull it up so somebody can see what you're talking about. This one right here?
Yeah.
That one?
Who you calling old, first of all?
Well, hang on. Remember when I was on the Wired Warrior, and I was down there with you, and we did the Warrior against the Magician, and I smoked it, right? And then we pulled up on those kids, and that kid had an E-Ride Pro, and I'm like, let's run them. And that kid smoked me on one wheel. He took off with a wheelie and pulled ahead. Yeah, I'm not sure the Viper's going to beat a Sur-Ron, because you won't be able to get the traction long enough.
Too heavy amount of traction.
Yeah,
distribution is not going to be perfect. It's going to be like a hellaciously out of control Corvette, like top of the line situation. Screams, it looks good. It'll go real fast.
It's going to be a wild beast for a 20-inch. It's going to be the king of the 20-inch bikes.
Real control for that bike. That's right.
Yeah, definitely not for the beginner. It's a 20-inch version of the Predator. And the Predator is a bike that never should have been made. I asked Steve, I was the first one to ride it right before he sent it off to Brian from Citizen Cycle. And I'm like, Steve. I'm like, why did you even build this bike? I'm like, this thing should have never been made. He's like, I know. He's like, I know, but we did it.
It's
yeah. It's like having the old Bigfoot monster truck.
I have it.
Or the great. Like, why do you have this thing? Why is it made?
I look at it because it's green.
Yeah, it's good looking. It's good looking green. It's good looking. I enjoyed riding that bike, but we had it toned down a little bit. I think we had it into like the
toned down. Like, what is it that you need out of these things? Like, I can't find a real reason to need to be on that thing. And
I guess if you need to pull a jet plane with it,
yeah, all my 72-volt wireds are like they're at three or 2, and that's it. Yeah, I don't. It's just too much. That stuff is too much.
It's kind of crazy.
What else?
We're covering all kinds of stuff. Let me see. All right, here we go from Easy E. He's always asking questions. Do you know of any bikes off the top of which can do 40 plus and have a good range and cargo space? So see, that's the thing with the cargo space. Because I was getting ready to say my my Goat power bikes, the Power Goat, because I did 94 miles on it throttle only with the big frame battery. But there's not much cargo. Well, you can actually, no, that's not true. For my trip, you can add a rack on the back, and then I have panniers coming off the back. So if that's what you mean cargo wise, then yeah, that's possible. I don't know of any cargo bikes, nor would I want to be on a cargo bike with somebody on the back that's doing 40 miles an hour.
I heard or saw or read in one of them comments that Magician came back and said that the mount hole on the side of the frame, left-hand side, was for a trailer.
The which one?
The Alpha.
Oh, yeah, no, I saw that too. It was in a Facebook group.
Yeah. I wonder if that's true.
I mean,
Max. We'll take Max out.
well, I've reviewed trailers before, but Max is actually like, there was one from Mach Wheel. It was the pet shed. And I thought it was actually pretty high, and I could put 2 Frenchies in there, and we did for the review. But
Max,
I know, but Max was just a little bit too big at 63 pounds for that thing. That's why I've even looked at like the sidecars that you could hook into, because I looked at I'm like, oh man, I could put Max on it. And they're like, weight limit 50 pounds. I'm like, no.
Time to lose some weight, dog.
Right. Get on the treadmill. Right. If I'm not doing it, he ain't doing it. I can tell you that for sure. So this is true about the Predator, about the wired Predator. It shouldn't have been made, but they can't keep it in stock, man.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Everybody wants what our boy just joined us. Mike Rochester.
Mike.
Good to see him hopping in on the chat.
Up here to cause some havoc. I can see it. Just wait a little bit.
All right. So he's like, yeah, you hit it. I meant a place for large panniers. Yeah. So yeah, the Power Goat will do it. I mean, I think most any bike. The Power Goat, I think my top speed was 46 miles an hour with a 225-pound rider and about 100 pounds of weight on the back of that thing, or at least high 80s. Right, and then the taxologist. Anybody wants a cargo bike that goes 40 miles an hour is out of their minds. You can use modified panniers for the wire bike. You can. Well, if you remember when we took them out, because I like the fact that these companies are adding the MIC, like Velotrek and Aventon and the Hemingway and all that. They're adding to that MIC HD system, and I have panniers that'll just click in, which makes it so much easier. Scott, will I ever get the Bike Cave bin in a chat? Yeah, actually, so for Bike Talk, the people that have said, yeah, they'll do it is Matt from Tell Happy TV, Shreddy, I said Eddie. Yeah, well, I know him by his real name.
Shreddy McSkate.
Yeah, Shreddy McSkate. Kyle from Area 13. Andrew from Freshly Charged. So I mean, I have a list of guys that will set up for Bike Talk, so you guys get a chance to like talk to them and ask them questions and stuff like that. Roger Guild here. Hemingway D5 20-inch looks like a really nice bike, very impressive. I may need that one. The review that I did with that was with this. I was a pre-production model, and it only had 60 newton meters of torque. And it went up the hills great, and it went up the sand, it didn't go up the hill great, but it made it up the hill. And I was like, man, if I had the actual 90 newton meter version that everybody gets, then this thing would be great. So I'm literally trying to figure out right now. I'm like, because they have a warehouse in Chicago, like on Grand Street, like 4 miles away from me. And I'm trying to be like, dude, I will trade you the 60 newton meter one, the pre-production model, for a production model, and then do like the big tests for it. Do another video saying, all right, look, now let's do a hill climb with it. Now let's do the sand test with it. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to get the 90 newton meter version because I really, really liked that bike for some reason. I mean, it's so comfortable to ride. great power, and to know that it's you guys are going to get it with more power. I'm like, come on. So that's the plan. Oh, you're trying to figure out what MIC stands for, huh? And you
drives me crazy.
And you looked at MIC,
people talk about
mounting is key. Well, what's the HD stand for on the back of it?
High definition, heavy duty. Like
I would
those
say
are easy, aren't they?
I would say heavy duty more than high definition. So I just looked up the definition to MIC stands for mounting is key. So we all learned a little something today. Unless you already knew it, and then if you said you did it, well,
what was the lesson? I'm just kidding.
That it's MIC. What that meant, dude? What the hell? Any suggestions on how to stop your Predator from wobbling? If you tighten the hellbender, it's dangerously unable to turn the handlebars. Only way so far that to stop the wobbles by removing the rear battery.
Or not letting go. Just a thought. Just putting that out there, like keep
your hands on the wheel.
Can we do that? Yes, quarter 7043. Both of us are getting a mini. Paid for. By ourselves.
By ourselves. These will be unbiased reviews, which is so funny because I don't care if they send me the bike or not. I've had so many companies go.
Oh, that's another annoying commercial.
I can have
tired of your Kravik commercials.
Dude, I love what is that?
Are you complaining on that?
No.
Like, I didn't think so.
No, I'm not saying it's not the same amount.
Did you measure this?
You put a fancy
ice cube?
So look,
wow.
The bartender should back
right
up.
now. You just don't.
You can't
know.
show it to him. You can't see it,
Sorry.
but it's a work of art, gentlemen.
Wow.
It is a work of art. So, what is it? Juan Marquez. There we go.
You
About
know
the
what really
Kravik.
pisses me off about your Kravik commercial is you lift that freaking thing in there and you make it seem like it's light as a feather. You're just
it's
like,
the single
you're
rack.
just, like, put it up here and
It's
slide
single
it in.
rack. It's 35 pounds. Are you talking about the bike?
Dude, it's still heavy.
You talking about the bike or the rack?
The rack.
No,
and also
it's 35
the dual.
pounds.
Come on now.
The dual's 45.
The dual is not
Dude.
45 pounds. The dual fat rack is massive. Come on now. It's not 45 pounds.
Dude.
Don't even. I ain't trying to
Bro,
hear you.
old man strength.
Hold on.
Old man strength. I can't help it. I'm just saying. I lift heavy stuff, put it down. I don't do that anymore. But I used to do it. I used to hit the gym all the time. I don't do that anymore. And the wife is not thrilled about that, but whatever.
What?
That I don't hit the gym anymore. So I'm glad you love the rack. That's my most used rack. No, I went to the gym the other day. I was like still throwing up 225 for reps, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's go. We're not doing too bad. I'm just built like an ape. When it comes to from Chaxologist, when it comes to the geometry and weight distribution, at that point, you have to lean your weight further forward to maintain stability. And I'm assuming he's talking about the wobble, but who's going to do that?
No, I mean, one, it's not meant to be ridden at that speed sustained for any long duration of time. So yes, you're right. And then the forward thing, yes, you're right. But that's not a natural position. It's not something that can be held onto for a while. Not only that, any bike that would require that forward position, they're generally built for it anyway.
Yeah.
This is not built for that. And like it's durable enough for it, it can handle it, but it is
That's not the
posture and the riding position.
Yeah, when they were designing it, they're like, we're gonna have everybody lean forward. That's not exactly how that was. All right, so to answer the question here to quarter 7043, are you getting the Alpha Mini? Yes, both of us pre-ordered the Alpha Mini. Matter of fact, I blame Matt for me getting the Alpha Mini because he's talked me into buying more bikes.
Blame for your Ranger situation.
You are also the blame for my Ranger
fun
situation.
Fact, if you guys wonder how I got a green Predator, it is because I ordered that thing at the 60 volt status.
Oh, before they
Well, you were switch, and then they said anybody who has an
up.
order for a 60 volt is going to get a 72, and so I got a 60 volt green Predator order in, and what was returned to me was the 72 volt Predator of now.
Yeah,
in the lime green.
All right.
Mounting is key.
Mounting is key. That's what we've learned. I'm catching up on the chat. He's like, yes, that would be nice to see in the 90 mil or newton meters. Yep, it would be. For he's talking about the Hemingway, that was the first Hemingway I've ever reviewed, and I was super impressed with it. I'm actually glad I had the bike. I saw they have it in purple. I was like, oh, I will trade
like
you.
a lavender haze kind of purple.
You know what? I don't really know because you can't really tell from the website photos.
Yeah.
But
that electric purple, I love that.
Yeah, on the Summit.
No, electrics, like electric.
Oh,
I didn't really look at the Summit was a
you're
dark,
talking about
on
the purple is on the what bike is that? Huh?
Is my channel still up there?
Yeah.
Look up XP Lite 2.0.
Oh, the XP Lite 2.0.
So yeah, do electric all wheel, but go to the XP Lite.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving. Oh, because you have the actual.
Yeah, it's the thumbnail.
I did not have you on the
YouTube.
No.
First time computer.
I just learned of this invention.
While you're doing that,
although I was a web designer for over 20 years, but yes, I'm just not.
He sold that business, folks. Don't listen to him.
What? I sold that business? Yeah, I did. I made good money with it.
Tim says, down with the rear rack batteries. Honestly, man, I could probably get down with that too. I like having them, but typically I found that bikes were more balanced and better off before we started putting on there, and it was like total disregard. So that's when you come back to these comments like, the e-scooters. Who said that?
You're talking about this? That purple?
Is that the dual? Yeah, that one.
No, I'm talking about the. Let me show
it's a really light purple.
It's super light, which is funny because Velatrek, they made the Fold 1 Plus. They made it a lavender. I would consider that lavender more than I would purple. Oops, hang on.
That's why it's called lavender.
Just saying. There you go. It's all blasted out, but no, I like
that. Is premium video quality. If you guys want to know who trained Ben from the Bike Cave on how to do his production, it was not me.
1080p. That's the best you can even get. So it's just gonna look like This is what it looks like.
Does it come out like? Can you?
This is what it looks like when you film with a potato. His Nokia turned out really well.
That guy's in a cutoff shirt. Look at the emblem on his shoes. Like, this guy does not have a clue what he is doing right now.
Oh my gosh! All my friends are poor. All right.
Product placement. I saw that though.
So the black Java. So for Rabid, which I saw tonight. They have a black. They call it black, but it's actually like black Java, purple haze. So it's like 4 colors in one for those who can't make up their mind. Then, which we were talking about that. And I was like, ooh, you might have to give me one of those. And he's like, well, pick your color. And I stuck with white. So
Gary's like, honestly, my man, just get a Rabid and go down the 20-inch line, single motor. That's it.
Yeah. Generation Key Bikes keeps like popping in and out, so they've got something going on, and they're like, so he's going to be on here long enough till he gets in trouble.
I'm going to email his wife and be like,
and then I'm out. Like, no, I'm not on here at all.
He's definitely talking to us while he's in the bathroom.
All right,
come get him.
Did you, Scott from Two Master G? Did you ever go Ranger Ninja when someone cut in front of you in a bike lane?
He's a lot of bark. He don't need to be. He's classified as a deadly weapon on all different limbs. I guess is that what they call it? When you can't, you're not even allowed to do that kind of shit. You can get in deep pooper.
Well, anybody does that kind of shit.
Yeah, but you especially. Sorry.
I mean,
the answer is no. He's a soft man.
I'm a soft
in his
man.
heart.
I will.
hard exterior.
I will give you the military voice if you step out in front of me in the bike lane, but then everything else is I have to check myself before I really wreck myself.
Before you do anything crazy.
Yeah. What is this?
That's what I'm telling Gary's.
Gary's. I definitely want to order the new art, but I have no love. Yeah. Yeah, we get that.
Yeah.
Moving on. Wait a minute, here we go. Here's a question from Easy E. Has either of you two rotors seen us? No.
Yes.
Oh, have you seen
many?
Have you ridden?
Soul Fest, but they're 48s, right? The Souls at inception, they had one of the best bodies, like the way the sweep was on the crossbar and how the fork angle was pitched out, and then they had a pretty good color scheme too. Website is for not like that's really bad, and I'm not even a website designer, but oh my goodness. But
I don't hate that. I don't hate how that.
I've ridden that one. There's a red one. I've seen that one, and a lot of these.
Look at the size of the tire on the back.
Look at the webbing for the weld right in between crossbar and
right here. Yeah. I'm looking at this. I'm like, holy cow, that rear tire is huge.
No, that's just.
Is it just how it looks
from the picture?
Yeah. Oh.
So when they first launched, very, very good. They were really out there with their stuff. And you can imagine, I looked at that and just salivated. I was like, oh my God, I can put a massive battery in that thing.
Oh, right there in the middle.
Oh,
right there.
I can do all sorts of stuff. But the reality was there wasn't much to the bike. That's the way I felt. It's like, at that time, I had just I had built Javer's bike, which was the it's the BBS HD mid drive on what was that thing? That's a way back.
I don't even know. No, that's okay. We have all the time in the world. You just figure it out.
I'm gonna.
14,
so I built a
now.
bike. So if you look in the main picture that you had on the screen a couple seconds ago, there's one with a mid drive, right? The one on the left is a mid drive. So instead of going down that road, I decided that I would make one, and I needed to find an equivalent, or what I thought to be an equivalent version of that. And it's been so long ago.
This thing says CUDA, but screams America.
It's very much so.
It screamed it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to find their mid-drive model. Oh, that's funky looking. I'm kind of digging that. Look at the frame on that.
I mean, yes, right? I don't know how else.
I mean, they're single speed, and the battery's hidden in the lower down tube. But, all right, the F1. This thing is $5,000. Ooh, look at that, all white.
SIKK, the SICK. It was the SICK SS.
Get back here. You get back here. Booyah. Those will turn some heads. That white would be hard to keep clean. But I would attempt it.
Let's see. How can I do this?
That bike looks like he kissed your sister. You must be talking about the CUDA. America.
Mm-hmm. All right, here it comes.
Well, you're looking at it. It looks like you're about to get a visitor.
Roger. Florida weather is fine, so far as I can tell right now. So you should enjoy.
But he's going to come visit your shop next week. You better plan that out in advance.
Are you poking the bear there?
I'm just saying that you don't have a shop.
So Roger, Electric All Wheel doesn't technically have a shop, and our current affiliation is with Tampa Bay E-Bikes, which is 3 shops in the local Tampa Bay area. 1 South Tampa, 1 in Dunedin, and 1 in St. Petersburg. And they also have They also have a warehouse in Altamar. We're not currently doing much work with Tarp and Tom's e-bikes. I am there. I do talk to them every now and then. But as it is, we are switching gears for the channel, and we are in association with Tampa Bay e-bikes, and they will do the work that for anything that you've seen on the channel and any bike. So just keep that in mind.
Look at this. I got a Chi-Town biker in here. What's up, Alan Marshall? Dude, I'm always out on the 606 and on the Lakefront Trail. So if you see a guy like with cameras coming off of his bike and his body, that's probably me. Don't pay attention to the bike because it changes every time. So good to have you joining the chat.
Let's see if this will come through.
You send me.
Trying to airdrop you.
Oh, that the bike you were talking about?
Yeah.
Let's see. It's not even showing anything.
Saying waiting.
Hang on. I don't know why I gotta do it here. Yeah. I'm gonna boom and then boom, and that normally fixes it. Oh, it was on contacts only. Try that now. Try it, airdrop it to me. Well, yeah, but I have an issue with. Now I decline it just to be just to be a dick. Yeah.
There it is.
Show and finder. I wonder if I can show.
Oh, that's an old one. Like, what is
Dude,
happening?
you just sent me this.
That's an old. Like, it was done a while ago.
Yeah, jeez.
Here,
It's like playing cards with your sister's kid.
try another one.
Well, it's not coming through because it knows you're sending garbage.
Yeah.
Except.
It was a link.
Oh,
It was something.
you're sending me a link?
Yeah.
All right, well,
Great.
hang on. Then I'll just copy and paste that link. These are Pete's.
I thought this was a kindness.
Oh, gosh,
That guy. But look at the bike.
Ugh. Oops. I added you and then I removed you. Well, did we get a chance to look at the bike? Or is your big head just blocking the whole view?
I was learning. I was still
Oh,
learning.
there we go. Hang on. Oh, geez. I like that. Ooh, kissy, kissy. You giving kisses?
You're the worst.
You giving kisses on your reviews? All right, there we go. Okay. Let's see with the mid drive and then the I'm assuming you had all the controller stuff right in
it's
here.
a high output battery.
That's
from
good.
E-bike.
And that's the battery,
Electric bike company.
which is
No.
Which is not around.
There was another one. Electric.
oh.
There's two that are
Oh.
very similar in name, not EBC.
All right, let's see. All right, where was it? From Tune Master G. Either one of you getting an electric bike lift? If so, how much are they?
$12.50, and
I have one,
he
and
has it
and it's
feedback. And then if you ask Generation E-bikes,
he's like, oh, the
Get a
Remco one's better, and I'm like, whatever, dude. Yeah, so the one that so Gary has one, but he didn't know the brand. It's from Feedback Sports. It's the same one that I have. It's the same one that Run Bike Mike has, who is also Rev Electric Reviews, I think.
Traxologist ever reviewed the CYC?
Where's
So
that?
I have a CYC Stealth on a Giant Rain mountain bike, 1998 Giant Rain.
Yeah,
New
I can't
fork,
find them.
and it's pretty ridiculous. Never did the review. We did the install at Tarp and Tom's.
No, it was up here at the top.
You got it?
It was Right Electric Reviews, but I think he did a video on it, on the rack, on the electric.
On the feedback,
Yeah, on the
Mike, Mr. Mike Mitchell.
yes, sir. Matter of fact, it was because I was like, Mike, what rack are you using? And that's the one I got. So yeah, we have them. I love it. I think you loved it today with everything that we put on it, and we just were able to pull it up and And actually, mine goes very high. Right, like you were able to just like, at your 6'3". What are you?
Yeah, I was able to stand up. I needed to because my knee was aching.
Somebody hurt their knee on the way here to my house.
It was very tumultuous.
All right, I'm going to tell you what happened because he won't, and I don't blame you.
No,
for not doing it. But so he flew here into Chicago, landed in O'Hare, and there's a spot where the escalator goes down and it says like this is the way to baggage claim. And so he gets on the escalator, starts going down, then sees a sign where it says baggage claim is that way. But once you start going down this thing, it's like you cannot return. So then he read it wrong, freaked out, started to run back up the escalator like a little infant child, and then stumbled when he got to the top and banged his knee. And the security guys saw him and they were like, dude, like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm not sure where to go. And they were like, go back down the escalator.
And that is the end of that story.
And he has been bitching about that more than he has.
The only time I cried, though, was when he took me out into the death elements and forced me to ride an e-bike.
You had you had 4 layers on the top. You had 3 layers down below, right? You're wearing a balaclava and like a neck wrap that went around it. If you know my IG, it's actually under my name. I have a picture of him all bundled up.
At first I was afraid. I was petrified.
All right, and then when we went from one place to the next, I didn't even really put in all my stuff, and you bundled up as if you're, because it was like we're a block away from the next place. You're like, I don't care. I'm gonna die. All right, so
I will remind you that you crashed your drone 3 freaking times.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Talk
yeah.
Me
so
right
Alan Marshall is the other guy with cameras on the lakefront. He's got a Power Goat version 3 or the Cyber. I also have a Cyber, but mine is wrapped white with a Segway, with a custom Segway summer. So you see a white Cyber on the trails. It's also paid.
Or copycat.
What do you guys suggest is the safest 26-inch fat tire bikes exceeding 40 mile plus? I don't think there's any.
I don't know.
I don't know how I would know which one the safest is. Would you?
I don't know that I would never say that. To be honest.
Yeah. I'm not going to make that claim.
I mean, I look at the Predator and I know how it's built out, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I look at the 26. Warrior and the Scout, and I look at the Alpha, and I'm like, okay, but is it really safe at 40 miles an hour? I like being there. How's that? I don't know if that's a good answer that I want to give.
Let's move on. Right there. With this one right here?
Yes. I think I said it, but Chexologist said, I have a CYC Stealth. I'm going to try and get into Tampa e-bikes. There's a character in the shop in Dunedin who hopefully I'm going to be able to get on film or on video. On film. Dating myself. And he'll do a swap. I've given him full rein in terms of a budget for getting a nice full suspension acoustic mountain bike. So Specialized, Giant, Trek, something good. What's the other one? Santa Monica.
The AMA?
No, it's not Santa Monica. Santa Cruz.
Oh.
Just a good one. If anybody has any ideas, leave them here.
Look, somebody wants to get smart. Remember when you got your electric lift and it was manual? Yes, the one that I got.
I remember had personalities, and these kind of comments would come in from somewhere else. But now they're here, and you're going to do it. So
it had a bad part, and they replaced the part very quickly. So let's hope to God that I have 0 issues with the Rabid Whip, because I will be vicious. Right? Somebody's talking smack.
Shots fired.
I'm just saying, if there's any issue at all with the Rabid Whip, I'm going to be on it like a hobo on a ham sandwich.
They must be driving that thing from the West Coast to the Midwest of the United States to make
So
sure.
you keep
that
talking
everything-
smack there, even if it's the best bike. I'm like, this thing's a turd.
Best bike there ever was. No, it's not a turd. It's a Java Mocha Choca.
It's 4 colors in one.
Yes.
What do you feel like
Sparkles in the
today?
sunlight.
Okay. Answer.
I think that there is a huge difference.
Yeah, it's like you're bringing your drink up, isn't it?
Mm-mm. I don't have a drink. I have apple juice.
It's apple juice like water is a drink.
It's very hard to really define the input that I could have had with a shop like Tarpon Tom's. And what I would say to this is that the reason that you guys know about Tarpon Tom's is the channel, but the reason that the content exists is because of Tarpon Tom's. And unless you are working with somebody that can understand that and be able to shut their eyes to immediacy in terms of being able to evaluate the return on investment, whether that be time, manual labor, etc., and what you get out of it, you've got to just be able to withstand it. You got to have the balls of steel, more or less. And we did for a while, but there was a huge lull after the COVID period. And if you guys recall, Tarpon Tom's, they had a fire, right? We had the hurricanes. And so there were a lot of things that just really mounted up. And I'm glad I was there because I do believe that we helped that shop through a very trying time. And we benefited greatly from it. And it brought forth a lot of stuff. It allowed a lot of the customers and the followers and the viewers of Electric All Wheel to learn some things, and it built up a nice character base. So I don't think it's cut out right now, but we're not going to be filming at Tarpon Tom's anytime soon.
Well, let me put it this way: if it was a Facebook post, it would say situation. It's complicated.
Yeah, the relationship status.
Yeah, I would say it's complicated. Yeah, that's what that is.
But what will I say? Tampa Bay e-bikes, right? I could have said the same thing about that some years ago.
True.
And it's resurfaced itself, and I think Electric All Wheel is better positioned to match the capabilities and the strengths, and that in a duality scenario that Electric All Wheel and Tampa Bay e-bikes are better set to provide both benefit and encouragement for one another. And I think that
you just needed a bigger shop that could do more. You know.
Yeah,
I think at this point, like you've grown to a spot.
It's interesting. You know what the real thing is like when you bring other people into the mix, you've got to learn them all, right?
Right.
You got to learn their character, learn how they are on camera. Like there are some people that just freeze on camera. There's some people that want to be on camera but don't know how. This guy, right? So like, I don't know, what do I do with my hands?
He's so awkward on camera. I'm surprised you have that many subscribers. I'm very proud of you.
Who let this happen?
I'm very proud of you.
It's just like I had to do it by instructional videos. It couldn't be anything else. It's like, come look at this bike. It's great. I'm out of here. I'll see you later.
I remember when the first time I was in camera for the military, they were like, "We want you to be a talking head and give out things." And I'm like, "I'm going to be behind the camera, right?" And then the first they're like, "We're going to need for you to step out in front of the camera and say this." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" That was back in 2004.
So you want to learn something about yourself. Record yourself and then watch yourself, and that's something. So what I'm saying is,
and depends on what you're doing.
All these people.
Depending on what you're doing, depends on what side it goes on.
Yeah,
you record yourself and watch yourself.
And so you have somebody that's willing to going on camera, and then they come back and they're like, "Oh, I like that too much."
Yeah.
Do you want to work on it? Do you want to progress into it? How do you build character? How do you build a storyline? How do you build something that anyone's going to watch? No matter what, if it's just changing the kickstand on a bike, are you going to want to come in because it's me and Scott getting ready to like pick up tools and there's guaranteed to be some foolery going down?
Well, the fact that I even pickup tools
Yeah.
kind of surprises myself.
This guy has a shop. Like, what the hell? I don't understand.
And then we just spent like $400 today on tools that you're like, you need this. And I'm like, in the cart, done. All right, like this. Let's talk about what you saw today, riding down the 606 trail on the way to lunch.
I saw. I think it's like
32
10
degrees.
10
The
to
wind
20
is
people
blowing
in
at
shorts.
like 15 to 25 miles an hour.
and I'm feeling like I'm gonna die. So
And the first thing you
right here is
see-
freezing my nose.
The first thing he sees, because we're in Santa Helmet, so we can talk to each other. The first thing he sees as we enter the 606 trail is this guy jogging in shorts and a t-shirt. And the first thing he's thinking, like, oh my God, this guy's in shorts and a t-shirt. Well, he's got like 7 layers of clothing on. It's pretty funny. So the fact that somebody's, running in shorts in November, he's not like the guy that was out running today. I was like, oh, even I saw him and I was like, well, that's new. Actually, we saw a couple of guys down the 606 just running in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, one guy had a longer sleeve.
There was one guy that wasn't wearing a shirt at all. What was that yesterday? No, was that yesterday? I don't know.
I don't know.
It doesn't
So
sound quite off, though.
Yeah, we saw. Yeah.
Don't kill too many trees in the orchard. Easy E, appreciate you. Thank you. Will not. This is the last one, and we were promised to be out of here before midnight, so we're running up on that. And the promise was an hour, and that was this guy.
I said, oh, because we came into this tired and full of apple juice. Not full. Clearly not full, but like a battery. We were like 80% when we came in.
Like everything was good. Like the food was good.
Yeah, my wife's a crazy killer cook, dude.
Lunch was good. Like
lunch was good. Yeah, no, it was a good day. Besides you complaining about freezing today.
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go. Will you guys be
who wants to just feel that and think that's normal?
So, to Master G, will you be reviewing more e-moto reviews or staying mostly with e-bikes? Okay, so I always thought, I still think that, like, I do not want to review e-motos here in Chicago, right? I do not want to go down bike paths without bikes that pedal. When I ride my Segway Cyber, I fake pedal it, even though I'm throttling it, because I don't want people to yell at me. You can't do that with, like, an e-moto. But then, and I was talking to Segway, and Segway's like, we want to send you our new electric dirt bike. And I was talking to them about it. I'm like, look, I can't do this. I can't review them in the city of Chicago. And they called me out. They're like, dude, you have a cabin in Michigan. And I'm like, damn, he is right. So I could just put them up there in Michigan and review them up there. So, yeah, so you will be seeing me reviewing some e-motos, but it won't be in Chicago. It'll be in Michigan. I'm not sure when that's going to happen. What about you? Are you doing any e-motos? You have any e-motos in like? I mean, you have that. What was that one?
I have an RTR.
Yeah,
I have the grid shift.
You haven't done any videos
RTR. No.
He's like, no. We haven't done a single video with that thing.
Not one.
Are you gonna?
No.
All right. Why is that?
I have no business on that bike. I have no business. Is Tim still here?
Chipman?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? He's not really flying right now.
I'm 6'2". I look like a scrunched up munchkin, like trying to get on that, like the polar bear on the tiny little bike.
Oh, is it a tiny one?
It's tiny. It's
like Haybike wanted me to do that little yellow one, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm like, I have a grandson that rides like the tiny, and I'm like, that would be. These are for kids. Like, you need to put a kid like that on there for a review. And they're like, oh, that would be great.
Right? And the crew, like there are guys that
there's guys that are, but dude, you're 6'17".
I can barely make it up.
You're 7'2".
Reverse, so like,
yeah, like you're 8'11". You're not going to be on a bike like that. And me, I'm 225 pounds, built like a gorilla, right? So like, do not put me on a tiny bike. I've turned down like 3 this week alone for tiny bikes, not e-motos, just also the micro bikes.
I want to go fast. When I get on one of those, I want to wheelie.
Oh yeah, you're gonna go fast.
Yeah, it's bad business.
Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on the chat here.
Oh, that's you.
What I do? That's not me. Where do you get that?
Brad, you are awful. Look at the sticker.
Oh yeah, my Whip It or my Whip
Yeah,
White.
but look.
What am I looking at?
Look.
I'm looking at this. What? Why are we zooming in on the crotch?
Because
I don't know.
No.
Oh yeah, no, you want.
No. That is so
no,
wrong.
you can't see. Look, it's all flashed out. Like you can't see. I got to get the angle right. I don't know what's going on, but they can't see it. I'm like, why are you showing this to me? I'm like,
long distance high five, Brad.
just so you know, he's the one that zoomed in on your crotch, you freaking pervert.
When the corner comes out and it's all black on the box, you know why.
Yeah,
it's like rotten up in the top left corner.
It's received a helmet tap. I'm gonna have to use that natural cleaner that I use to get rid of all the things on it.
Oh my gosh, my face hurts
All
like
right.
it did when you crashed the drones.
Jeff, that's dude. Like I don't even sweat it right at this point, and that drone was still fine after crashing it 2 times yesterday. So Donut Labs, there has been a lot of videos coming out on Donut Labs. Not from me. I got a lot of heat for the one that I did it because they were like, you're a terrible journalist. I'm like, yeah, no shit, right? I'm not a journalist. I'm a reviewer. But some like guys that actually are really good at that.
Didn't it?
Huh? No, I'm not bitter about it.
I mean, total film gathering time was like less than 20 minutes.
I know, like it was the fact that they even let us talk to them.
Yeah.
Right when they had all those investors lined
like
up.
that guy came out. He's like, "Here's what you're not going to talk about."
This is
bro. Like,
I'm like, look, I have 2 simple questions. What is it, and how is it going to help you guys?
Conceptually,
Like,
is this okay?
Right, and then I got like beat up about it. I'm like, all right, I can do that. It's my channel.
For the kids,
right? Yeah, mine
holy
says
shit, we can say those words.
It is not for kids.
Oh, it is on. Y'all asked me some other righteous questions because I've had enough apple juice. We can let it fly.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I get banned. So Donut Labs, it's coming out to where they put out reports. Like they have a third party. I don't know if you've been keeping up with this. You probably haven't, but I have, just because I find it interesting about the Donut Labs, because they no, it's the solid state battery.
I understand.
That's the thing, right? So then they started getting these. So then they sent them off for third party validation, basically, to show that they're doing what they're doing. It's not actually hitting to what they're saying it's going to be.
You wonder,
but I think it's, like they're so close with the tech and stuff like that. That I mean, the fact that they, what do they call? They have a section called like "Do Not Believe It." Like, do not believe it. They're just trying to bunk everybody who doesn't believe it. So I'm on the fence about it. I'm watching the videos like everybody else. So we're gonna see if that actually comes to fruition. I know Chexologist is it's his fault that I even talked to Donut Labs, to be honest. I think everyone would love a solid state battery. Just
why?
Because they can go crazy far.
Sure, but what's the real benefit? Like, what in your mind is the real benefit?
So,
is it the
no
range?
chance of catching on fire?
Why?
Because there's nothing liquid in it. It's solid. Everything's a solid mass. So that's the thing. You don't have the hazardous materials in it that's gonna catch on fire.
Transition of electrons internally of the cell, where any variation in that, which is beyond the spec capabilities of said cell, would cause an upset. It's a kind word. Which would then lead to runaway in all the other multiple cells.
Exactly what I said, right? Just like, but like in a Rain Man kind of way. That's what you just did. So, and the fact that it can get more range for either the same weight, or you can get the range that you have for a lighter weight. So it's either going to make e-bikes lighter, or it's going to make them go farther, or it's going to make it do both. Let's see. So that's all I know about that. All right. Not Donut Labs. The What's a motorcycle run? So yeah, I think it's going to happen. Don't know if Donut Labs is going to be the one to do it, but it's. Oh, and well, we literally just answered that. What are the benefits of a solid state battery?
No
Yeah.
sequence.
Yeah.
I would say it's not the fact that we can't build these super capacitance like storage units of energy. It is this notion of, can it be done to scale, and can you reap a profit from bringing that to market? And that's the difference. It's like what we were talking about earlier with the high powered e-bikes. Like, there is a lot of cost that goes into these things before you can even get it to the front door. And then there's the cost of just maintaining and supporting the fact that the customer base has these e-bikes and they're coming back to you for that information. And so if you take that into consideration and you think about the technology required to generate solid state e-bikes with the existing, state of the market, and it's like, okay,
yeah, it's definitely something that's going to be like,
if it's a Mission Impossible movie, of course it's going to be great. It's like infinite budget, just going to throw it out until it's done. But that's not what's happening right now.
we have solid state batteries powering nuclear submarines.
Yeah. Cold fusion, just ready to rock.
There you go. Boom. I'll take that in a jelly donut. I think that's about it, dude. I feel like it's
what,
like
what did he say?
What? It's like watching popcorn pop, and then it starts to slow down, and you're like, oh, it's all done. It's ready. I kind of feel like that's where we're at. Plus, we've been on here for over 2 hours.
I have a question for all of you. Anybody out there, where are you, and do you have police on e-bikes? One of my highest viewed videos is a Tampa police officer who's put a COIC on a very high profile mountain bike, and people are just losing their damn minds watching this thing. They see him, they hear him talk about it, and they know what it is. And the true e-bikers know that thing can just blast off to the moon. So it's there's a lot of back and forth on it. Now, the Tampa Police Department, they killed that program. He doesn't have the bike anymore, at least for official use, but he was allowed to use it officially. That's how I got the video.
Yeah, to chase down people.
I was on my Jetson Haze when I filmed him. So it was just a really, really, really strange and, polar opposite dichotomy in the whole conversation.
For Chicago, I've seen a few Chicago police. I've seen a couple of Chicago police e-bikes. I haven't seen them riding it, right? But it was like at the state place when I was getting like the city sticker. They had like two of them sitting there, where you can clearly tell one of the guys like rode them in there to go to work or whatever. What?
Pull that up if you don't mind.
What up? Your video on
I'll find it. Like it's interesting. It's gonna be in the shorts. What I would do is just search Tampa. Yeah, he's the first.
I have to
one.
say it the way you said it. Right? Tampa.
And on Instagram, it's like pulled. Yeah. Right.
They try to.
All right.
They try to hide it. They try to cover
Look
it
at
up.
that fort. Caught him on like a bike path coming down middle of downtown, and I was like, "Oh my god, what is happening right now?" And I asked him if he would go on camera, and he said, "Yeah."
And he did, and now you got him fired.
Mm-mm.
Way to go! You got the bike shut down.
No, because I went and did the e-bike voucher program, and I talked to the crew that came out to provide security for that, and I was like, "Hey, I was like, you guys know this guy?" I said, "Yeah, his name's Corporal Strickland," and he built that thing.
Good for him. Yeah. All right, here's a question for you. Nope, that's not what that was. Not the question. I like click the question.
Trails?
The chat goes so fast that I think I'm clicking on a question. I'm getting the one before. There we go. To Master G.
S is high discharge, and G is total life cycles. So G is built for maximize maximizing the total number of cycles in the battery cell life, and S is how much juice can we spit out of this cell as fast as possible. That's the idea.
All right, you asked where people are at. Lincoln Park, Logan Square. So we're really not that far apart at all. Absolutely not. Anybody else? Let me see. That tech question. I agree with this. E-bikes are definitely beneficial for cops to get into tight places and squeeze through traffic.
It was a proven bike for, if you guys have never heard of it, Gasparilla. Gasparilla is one of the biggest just parties in Tampa that there ever was. Happens in February. It's the pirate invasion. Everybody goes out on the bay shore. They have a huge parade, massive, and then just the debauchery extends throughout the day. But the police officers, they ride up and down Bay Shore Boulevard, which goes a pretty long way. Longest continuous waterfront sidewalk, I believe it is out there.
The one here in Chicago. The one in Chicago is 18 miles. Is it longer than that?
No, it's just in that area. So we never compete with your situation out here.
Okay. Well, no, you said it was like the longest. I didn't know.
Like,
I thought it was longer than
these things.
I thought it was longer than 18 miles.
You have to remember it's Tampa. So.
I know, but your that one trail that we went on, that we went all the way to
Forever North.
Yeah, we went down. Where did we go to?
Every one of those is old railway.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And that's what we're doing. That's the 606 trail, and they're talking about expanding it.
And 606 is elevated all the way across.
It's elevated, which is
like
which is nice though, because you don't have to stop for traffic.
Old boy sitting here talking like, "Oh, the wind's slip aside; it'll be at your back when we're coming." No, it won't, because we're up here.
He's like,
it's like everywhere.
He's like, I don't understand. How come we're always riding into the wind, no matter which direction we're going? I'm like, this is Chicago, baby. Get used to it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Imagine being handcuffed and strapped to the rear of an e-bike, getting hauled away. Which was funny because when I was with Tim from Shoot the Chit, and I got mistaken for ice, we got mistaken for ice 2 times. And I was like, what do they think we're doing? It's just like, here, handcuff yourself and hop on the back of this bike. We're going to
listen. Your camera mount looks straight up like some sort of weapons vest. Like it just reeks of.
Oh, I don't have the camera. It's kind of a mess right now. So I can't pull that
chest mount.
Yeah, because I have the GoPros off of it because I'm not using it.
It's hefty.
It is, and the camouflage pants don't help, and just my veteran chic look. I get it. He's Czechsologist seen cops on motorbikes chasing e-scooter going. Ooh, nice. But you know what? They had to wait for a freaking SUV to come and put him in the car. They weren't strapping him on the back of the bike. There you go. We were on there yesterday. It comes through on Milwaukee
Logan Square is before California on the Blue Line. Blue Line departs in 5 minutes. Blue Line departs in 5. Please stand clear of the door.
Well, so when Matt showed up after he went back down the escalator and got on the train. Then
it's a miracle that I got up and walked.
No, I mean, you say that, but and look, I mean, I've only been to wars, so I understand the troubles and the problem. You're so brave. I don't know I don't know if anybody's told you this, but
that stupid.
It has been a very brave weekend for you
because trickery,
because of the knee thing, and then the cold weather.
My fingers almost fell off.
I mean, you're so brave. I just, in case nobody told you that,
I was able to resurrect an e-bike, which was thought dead. So
it was. It just needed to be plugged in. The display just needed to be.
That's what I'm here for, right? The simple things.
Right. So tomorrow, when we're trying to figure out what was that knock or whatever,
there's some kind of click clack on the bottom bracket or the pedals of the wired Freedom.
So when I say I'm sorry, Matt is taking it apart tomorrow. Kind of see if we can figure out what the deal is. We talked to Steve from Wired about it, and I did, and he thinks that it could be because I put that thing on the sand that he thinks it could be some sand in there and just stiff up. So we're just going to break into it and take a look to see what's up. And what I mean by I mean Matt is, and I'm going to stand there aimlessly just going off of whatever words he says and recommends because I don't know what I'm doing.
Use the spanner tool.
What's a spanner tool? No, I have this. I know what a spanner tool is. I've used it to adjust my shocks and my suspension before. So, it's hard to find. This is the Chicago guy. It's hard to find ice in winter. Did they leave? Because I got no one to play Ice Ice Baby for at 6 a.m. anymore.
Probably too damn cold. That's what the deal is, bro. Like it's cold.
You can't just roll up on. You just can't roll up on Home Depot anymore.
Dude,
because normally there was a bunch of guys out there before, and as long as they don't put down our alley, it'll be fine.
You know, what I would say to that is step back and question everything for a moment, and that's all you need to,
Here we go.
to know about that.
Do you have a suggestion for a mic system so my girlfriend can talk my ear off on the e-bike too? Okay, so when Matt and I ride, or when I ride with other friends, to include my wife, because she's my best friend, that I have Senna helmets, and it's amazing on how they don't pick up the wind. We had crazy wind on Matt filmed on Matt's channel. We rode around Chicago, and he filmed the entire thing for 3.5 hours of us just riding around, and I was testing out the Alpha and the new changes.
Yeah.
And we were just riding around Chicago, and we were using the Senna helmets to talk to each other. Zero issues with that, no matter the high wind. So I would say get the Senna helmets for sure. They work great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Meta glasses will pick up Senna audio if you're trying to film and you want to hear what the other person is saying, but first person point of view. And then the way we pulled audio from that was we mic'd both one another with DJI Mic 3.
All right. So the question is, have you seen the Dax robots? And that's what
Senna. S-E-N-A, right? Senna helmet?
S-E-N-A, a Senna helmet. Yeah, Senna probably is what it is. So this is what a Dax.
I got one in the live, actually.
No, didn't look like that.
The pizza robot?
No, no. Ours is more square.
The delivery thing?
Yeah, they don't look like that, but they they don't look like that. They look similar to that. We have them in Chicago.
No, it's boxy.
Yeah, actually, they're banning them because there was a lot of them that would just get stuck in the winter. They don't know how to. I feature them in my videos because like they're always stopped and they can't move, and I feel like I want to help them. Like, hey, buddy, you're stuck. Let me move you. But then I'm like, not my problem. And so it'll just sit there. So it'll just sit there for an hour with nobody helping them. What is this? What is that?
Well, he's saying.
Oh, for the helmet.
So that's Senna helmet, yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna put it in the chat. Senna helmets. There you go. They actually have they come out now. Senna helmets have come out with a full face helmet that you can talk to each other with. They also hook into an Insta360 camera or whatever that takes Bluetooth audio, and then they have these other e-bike ones. So they're nice. Actually, when I was at CABDA, which is basically a trade show for bike manufacturers to promote to bike shops, I ran into them at the end, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I use your stuff all the time. And then he gave me a card, and he's like, reach out. I haven't yet. What a big dumb animal. Right? So I know, I'll do it.
Alan Marshall, like, do not put that on the screen.
With this?
Yes.
Oh, I can't see. I only saw the first part.
Yeah, dumb. Alan, we feel your commentary. We understand.
She's behind me,
and we're glad that the Senna helmet will be able to provide an assistance that you need. Oh,
I'm putting it up there.
What do you know, man? She could be watching.
She's not.
She could be.
My wife's already in bed.
Michelle watches. Sandra's like, hey.
Sandra's like, drinks?
Y'all good down there?
Which is funny because Sandra never watches. My wife never watches my lives. But she does if she knows she's
I
on
guarantee
bartender.
She watches your stuff.
No, she's like if she knows she's on bartender duty, she watches.
Well, I don't even know if it's that. It's like I gotta watch this guy and see what kind of tomfoolery he's going to say.
Oh, she knows it's always trouble whenever you and I are together. Yeah, she does know that. Okay. Look at this.
Do not put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Right? Seta makes an intercom that can go on any bike helmet called the Bicom. Actually, they came out with another one too that was called the Pi, PI, and I bought it. It was like $100. I bought it. It's terrible. I was like, I threw them away because by the time I used them, by the time I had somebody else to ride with and I used them, it was past the time for me to return them. I threw them away. So hopefully whatever the Bicom is better than the Pi, the Senna Pi that they came out with. And if you're looking at that and you run into it on Amazon, don't buy them. They do nothing. They do not block the wind. It's like wearing an AirPod and trying to have a conversation with somebody. All you hear is wind.
I think that's a good idea.
What?
Discord for group rides.
How?
Let him explain.
So everyone can wear their favorite type of headphones.
Gaminator, more info.
Not everyone can drop money on a communication helmet. You know what? I don't ride with those people. It's simple. I have 4 helmets so I can have my friends ride.
He's a recluse. He's like, you can use this helmet because you're privileged.
You ride with me, you get a Senna helmet. Only for the ride.
Just
you got to
charge it.
You got to return it. You don't get to keep it. You just got to give it back.
Sanitization, like do the thing.
Boom. There you go. Thank you, Ellen Marshall. Now your Senna helmet just cost you $20 more, but we appreciate it in the chat. Well, I mean, sometimes I'd be like, I'd pay somebody $20 to like solve this problem.
Please tell me why.
Right, exactly. So thank you very much. It is not necessary, but it is welcome.
We were pretty worried about the feedback from the DJI mic being able to pick up what the Senna helmet was outputting that we could hear when we were having the conversation back and forth, basically duplicating the whole conversation, but it didn't. So it was pretty good. Sounding similar to an echo, but not.
Yeah, although I did see a text where where he was like, the guy's telling you that there's no echo, there's echo. I don't know.
I mean, it was split back. So
yeah, I mean, the fact that you got booted off 3 or 4 times and was able to get back in on the same. I thought by the time that ended, I thought we had like 4 different lives. Where you like went from one spot to the next, to the next, to the next, but it all fitted all into one.
All these crazy dudes just sticking around waiting for it to come back. Like I felt bad.
Oh yeah, and then you got booted off on the end, which happened to me once, where it's just like in limbo, and people are like, "What's going on?" And we can't even get back on.
Yeah. So that was the point of the short. After that, is to perpetuate another live in the cycle, so it would kill the one before it, and then be able to manually push end on the next one so it would stop the cycle. And that's how we got it to finish up.
Yeah.
So all you crazy dudes that were with us for 3.5 hours yesterday, I appreciate it.
Every time I would check, I'm like, how many people are watching? He's like, over 30. And I'm like, why? It's like, why are there still that many people?
It was fun. I loved it.
I was like, why?
Geese poop in the single.
Which we learned.
Goose poop.
Just so you know, we learn things every day, right? Because we're them. And one of Matt's associates shared with us, she was like, hey, it's not geese poop. It's not plural. It's singular. It's goose poop. No matter how many geese have pooped,
Still,
it's goose
from a goose.
Poop. Yep. Poop a goose. Goose poop.
Yeah.
Right? So now we all know.
And then Scott blames that on his drone crash.
No, I don't blame it on I crash drones all the time. You know, that's weird
How
because
many by now? What? Not crashes, but lost drones.
at least
Somebody intro the Wheel of Fortune or
Yeah.
doing some long standing wait music.
look, I'm just saying, well, at least 6. I mean, we're 6 or 8 have been destroyed. I've had to like go get them, or not get them. I just had to replace them. But the thing is those YouTubers like us, which wait a minute, that's only me, is not afraid to crash their drones and just keep going. I know Brad's crashed his drones from Generation E-bikes. You're so afraid to crash anything. Have you crashed your drone? You don't even fly a drone anymore.
You want to know why?
Why is that?
Because I'm that good.
Uh-huh. He's so good with drones that he doesn't use one. There you go. You just have to
I'm so
envision
good at it that I just use my 360-degree camera at a proper angle to give you a look that makes it feel like it's a drone.
Traxologist.
Except for when I'm crashing it into a tree, which is totally unnecessary. But you know,
I mean, look, I do it all the time. It's part of the gig. That was just yesterday, and that drone is still fine. He hopes the Bellatrix number 2.
Not a chance.
I don't think it's going to either. I don't think it's going to, just because of the regulations that are coming down. All these companies are too afraid to have their bikes go past 28 miles an hour, and that's especially if they want to stick around, right now. The DJI Neo 2, that's the one I wrecked 3 times yesterday. I've wrecked that thing like 10 times and it still flies. So it's just fine.
Alan, crazy dude, you crazy.
Time for me to head downtown.
On the back of that thing with you.
Yeah,
it was freezing, amping cold.
See, I bought the Power Goat so my wife could ride on the back, but he has the Motor Goat, and I didn't think that had the ability to fit a second passenger on. Apple Juice time with drones. Trust me, you don't need to be on Apple Juice to crash drones. I can tell you that.
This guy, he does that sober in the morning, first thing. Don't worry. He was like, "Oh, sweetie, stop, down, move, crash, crash."
None of my drone pilot friends are willing to fly their drone into a tornado, right? It's like, what's the point then? I get it. I 100% stand behind you with that. So that's why I fly my drones all the time into whatever they're going to run into, whether it be a pond, a river.
I swear he was getting ready to start talking to that thing. Like, listen to me. Come over here. Get down.
Get down. Get over here. Stop
moving.
Recognize my authorities. Respect me.
He gets up there and he starts taking off the fastest uphill run on an e-bike the drone has ever seen. It's like, I don't know what to do. And then he gets to the top and the drone comes flying up.
It's trying to catch up and just goes flying past me into the tree. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it.
That's great.
It is what it is.
All right, I need to go to bed.
Yeah, dude.
That's what to do.
11 o'clock. All right, guys.
I'm really worried I'm not going to be able to fix the wire tomorrow. He doesn't know this, so don't tell him. But I'm concerned. I mean, and also if the tools don't show up until later in the afternoon, it's going to be really cold and it's going to cut in the riding time. So we're going to have to make a decision. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do in the morning. It's probably a dual battery video.
No. Tomorrow morning is we build
unboxing the 10 volts
and assembling it. That's what you're going to do tomorrow.
The question that revolves around that is, are we going to ride it?
That we don't know.
Oh, God.
Right.
So 25 degrees, is that what it is tomorrow?
No, it's actually 33 tomorrow.
Oh, 1 degree above freezing. I forgot rather than 2, 3 below.
But depending on what time that you get the bike doesn't mean it's gonna.
My mistake, folks. I didn't really mean to.
Look, it doesn't mean you're gonna be.
It was gonna be that horrible.
It doesn't mean we're gonna be right. Oh no, it dropped down to 30s.
Oh my God!
That was snow.
Is that snow?
Yeah, it says.
Scattered snow.
Yeah, scattered snow.
We ain't riding tomorrow.
And folks. Snow showers before noon.
I'll take you outside and let you see outside and be like, "Ooh, it's cold." And look, right here's an e-bike, and this is how you ride it. So, and then I'll do circles inside the studio. But that is it. I'm not doing that crap.
Yeah, so that's what he says.
He told me all day. He was like, "Oh, it's going to be 46 degrees."
It's what it said.
No, I sat there and watched that weather religiously.
That's what it said.
It did not happen that way.
It went from saying it was going to be 46. That heater, I had it on my backpack the entire time. It said it was going to be 46, and then it changed its mind and said, "You know what? I'm only going to give you 32." So, guys, we will be live again on his channel tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Probably 10 a.m. Eastern, 11. what, Central? You're
We're Central. So
We're Central.
you said 9.
He's being optimistic.
Whatever. It'll be tomorrow morning. Whatever.
There'll be a thumbnail, and then there'll be a broadcast. And if you want to join us, it'll be at Electric All Wheel at YouTube.com. I feel like I wanted to roll into the intro.
Oh, you want to do that? Look at this text. That was a scenic ride yesterday in Chicago. Literally, has a Hudson River Greenway conflict. You know what? We didn't even go down the river walk because you can't ride a bike down, but you can walk a bike. So
I got it. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do more of that just to see lots of opportunity coming with that. So we'll see.
Yeah, there's an area where I can take you where we go into the city, and then we can just skirt the river, right? And then they can see more of the downtown stuff. We can do that tomorrow in like sub-freezing temps.
That's not happening tomorrow. Don't listen to these guys. It's not happening at all. It's 30 degrees. Absolutely effing not. There's a chance for ice on the ground. I'm not even playing that game. Not to mention what happened to my face.
Look at that. Don't forget the heating blanket. I think Sandra turned it on for you.
Thanks.
I think. That's my wife. She's like better than, but third time's the charm. They get better every time.
You're all right. You're all right, Scott.
I did good. I did good.
Jaxologist, shush your mouth. Tom, love you. Appreciate you. Jeff, heated jacket. I got like 5 layers.
Who's
So
Tom?
like,
Master's Tom.
can't. But you are on the wrong YouTube channel. You better watch your mouth, Brad. Watch your mouth while you're talking to me.
Well,
Oh,
we know I can.
oh,
We know I just can't write on that sugar. What do you call it? Sugar sand or whatever.
thank God. I don't know.
Nobody
live
knows.
it down.
That's terrible.
Cut me deep.
All
Cut
right.
me deep, Jeff. Just hurting the heart.
All right, guys. Good night, man. We'll
Y'all have a good night.
I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Some of you,
Maybe.
maybe.
If he wakes it up. See ya.